There you go.
the star player of that team.
I know who you're going to say.
Oh, so
Of that era of Cowboys football.
Who was a star?
Leon Lett.
Jerry Jones.
Cocaine.
Jimmy Johnson,
Cocaine.
Jerry Jones. You put together the goddamn Yankees. So it was an all-star at every position. So you had greats. You had greats. You know what I'm saying? You had the triplets, the Aikman, who is slightly overrated. You had, Irvin, who was the leader of the team, and you had Emmett.
Right.
But Emmett ran behind
The line of the year.
Well,
his boy.
My boy.
Whoa.
Moose.
Who?
The most underrated, underappreciated player on that
The
team.
real Moose.
And he's a white man. And he's a white man named. And he's a white man named Daryl. I don't know how a whole lot of white dudes.
Shouts to Daryl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I knew one other Daryl. I knew one other white Daryl, and he was out there though.
Shouts to Daryl. Piece of the Gaza. I don't know what that means.
That's a you know what
Piece
that
to the
is.
Gaza Strip. What's up, Winston?
Every time you see Daryl Johnson call a game, he's like, my guy.
Yo,
Piece
he's
to
the
Daryl.
only announcer. Like, it's him. Like Romo somewhat trashes the Cowboys. Got that Troy Aikman hate the Cowboys at this point.
He should.
Like, you know what I'm saying? What you mean they made him?
Allegedly.
No.
He doesn't remember.
He doesn't say anything
Cowboys
bad
made
about
Troy
Emmitt Smith.
Aikman like Swole made Brick Baker, nigga.
No, yeah. Daryl was he was probably the last person to really play that position, wasn't he? As its textbook's position.
Was Rathman?
Dennis Rathman.
Yeah, Thomas Rathman. He was phenomenal. God, he was good.
Rathman was at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He ran the ball more though than Daryl did.
He did.
Last of the fullback as a weapon.
Yeah. He didn't have a neck. Remember that? He was just
because he had that neck roll.
Yeah, he was just
look at that.
You know,
Big Mike in the building.
Big Mike in the building.
See, the people. I told him the people loved him.
But, no, I thought Moose Johnson. He was, he was one of those guys that was great. Daryl Johnson.
Yeah,
Johnson.
Listen, him.
That we have beef.
But you got to remember, also then was Jay Novacek, right?
Yeah.
Which was the first Witten,
right?
Who was his little dump off. But then you had them goddamn them receivers.
Well, if you look at that Cowboys team, you could say without that Cowboys team, you probably don't see the greatest show on turf. Right, because Emmett was the running back that could catch out of the backfield,
Hey,
my bad, Big Mike. Happy birthday, Shelly Belly.
Shelly Belly.
Birthday.
Shouts up to Shelly Belly for the birthday.
You see the how it's cold right there with his look at. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Since I am predictions champion, I needed.
Thank you.
The back-to-back MIAC champion.
Here.
I don't need Tony Brown.
Hey, I don't get you. Hey, listen, just sign it. Just sign it. Put it back in the box. I don't need your grub.
I gotta show everyone something.
Send it back to the owner.
So I got this today. It finally arrived.
The hell is this?
This is first.
Look at this bullshit.
The hell is this?
It's a drip hat.
Does it really? Jesus Christ!
The colors are awful.
The whole shit stinks. Look at him. Get him out of here. Get Big Mike out of here. He got my belt on.
He got my
belt on.
He went there.
That's my belt. Piece the rock. Piece of J-Bo.
J-Bo, what's up?
J-Bo.
And this thing is heavy, man.
Pete, everybody in the chat tonight. It's
That's definitely that's what she said moment right there.
I thought you didn't say that. Yeah.
So Big Mike.
Yes, sir.
You were on the podcast a couple of weeks back. 3 weeks ago, maybe. It was about a month ago, something like that.
Yeah, about a month.
I heard that you've been watching pro wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
What have you been partaking lately?
Well, we watched the pay-per-view.
Yep.
Or I don't know if you can call him that anymore. I don't know what they call him now.
What, day one?
Day one.
That's a live premium event.
Yeah, it felt. I don't know. It felt like It felt like Raw used to be.
Facts.
Right.
What up,
Facts.
Ben? I'll take it easy on them rap niggas. We not. Go ahead, keep going. I'm sorry.
I think I like AEW a little bit more from what I've been watching. I'm not a big. I think. I mean, you want my take on what happened at day one?
Yes. Yes.
I really like the Usos. First time I got to kind of really sit down and watch them. They're really good.
They're good
really,
as hell, yeah.
Really good.
They've been good for a while too.
It might be Matt. First of all, Matt says the wild things that Matt is thinking. Second of all, the Usos have a strong argument for the best tag team in the world.
They are good.
I think
they go.
They're definitely the best healthy tag team in the world right now.
Well,
facts.
Like I told Davis, I think they're so talented, and they have obviously, the charisma and the mic skills and the camera skills to go on as single wrestlers as they get older, right?
I had told him that Jay had the run when Jimmy was out, but he still thinks that. I'm like, Jimmy was kind of limited in his singles matches a lot of them.
Yeah.
But wait, how
he could still work with
You gotta chill out on the government names, Dre.
But wait, what was the big Rome? Like you gotta at least show your pops the arc with what's the Roman Jimmy? No, but what was the one match? Was it Hell in a Cell?
Well, they had the Night Champions match, then Hell in a Cell, yeah.
I like that couple of months or whatever is probably some of the best work that you'll see from him as a singles wrestler.
You said Roman Reigns. How do you feel about Roman Reigns?
I don't like Roman Reigns at all.
Damn.
What? You're not supposed to.
And here's why and again, when I was on last time, I bashed some wrestlers, and I gotta walk that back a little bit.
No,
He's growing. He's learning.
I gotta preface it with this. I'm one of those people who say, when I hear people say, "Oh, so and so choked," right? I don't believe that people choke.
Okay.
First of all, and I think a better way of saying it when it comes to professional wrestling is I don't enjoy that style or that character. Let's say, right?
I get that. I get that.
I've always felt kind of the same with Reigns as I feel with Orton. As I feel like this guy's being shoved down my throat. I'm supposed to you're supposed to look at him, and I'm just like,
fuck that.
I'm okay,
Yeah.
I mean, and I kind of, I'm not saying he's not talented because they're all talented, but I don't get it. I don't know what I'm missing.
I'll say this. I think the best part about Roman's run was the start of it, right? Because he was doing something that we've never seen people do. He was talking to the camera, like not like on a microphone, but he was talking crazy to the guys in the ring, and the mic was picking that up because there weren't people there. So you were like, "Oh, who's this guy?" So you got a chance to kind of see the transformation of Roman, and you saw like the progression. I don't care what.
Shut the fuck up. But what I'm saying is, Big Mike,
not in front of his fathers.
That's what I'm saying. but Big Mike, what I'm saying is the other thing that people aren't saying is all of this was happening during like peak COVID when nobody was in the stands. Right. So not only you're having a match that it's already weird because of the familial stuff, but nobody's in the crowd. So when Roman's talking shit, it felt like a movie. Like math was we talked about this for like 20-30 minutes, I guess like a year and some change ago, when we were talking about the end of, was it 2020?
Yeah, 2020 with Brian H. Waters.
There's a conversation about Roman Reigns in 2020. We kind of just
he didn't get to see Roman Reigns rise through the shield. Well, he would get glimpses and be like, "This guy's supposed to be the guy." I'm like, "Yeah, he's actually pretty good. Like he can wrestle." His character wasn't the best then, but he could go.
I call him Rock 2.0.
So
Damn,
this is what I was gonna ask Big Mike. In the whole, when you add up all the Wild Samoans, the SWAT team, Yokozuna, all of them, where is he in that order?
Oh wow,
That's a good question. That's a
that's a
good
question.
conversation for the non-existent Patreon. Go ahead, though.
I think he's top 5.
Out of them, out of that squad,
Yeah.
Who's
is
one?
Is he?
Yeah.
Do you feel like either the Usos are better than he?
Yes. Not in my opinion, 100%.
Okay.
And combined.
I think
He's not seen him solo, so I mean, there's no real comparison.
He's seeing this one, not the face paint, bright colors of those two. He's seeing.
I think when it comes to Usos, I look at the Usos as. You could say that the Usos is this generation's Legion of Doom, right?
That was my other question. Weren't the LOD was your favorite tag team, right? That's who you had.
Yep.
How do they compare to the LOD? But you just answered that. So.
Well, and I think that if you compare them versus LOD generational wise, they're definitely more athletic.
Well,
they're the same size, where Animal is bigger than Hawk. But I think they are this generation's version of that style of tag team, right? Like you could see where they could get in and they can have a 2-minute squash match, and it's a good squash match. But then you could also see them going at New Day, who can jump and fly and get technical, and they can do that at their size. That to me, that's.
I was thinking about that match. That match was a great match, but it wasn't their best match. And I had sent him some links to their best matches on YouTube. Maybe the summer of 2017 when they had that feud going on.
Every Usos match that I've watched, I feel like I probably watched, I don't know, maybe 10 matches on YouTube and stuff like that. I've probably watched all of them 2 or 3 times.
They're good.
Because it feels like if you're not paying attention, you're going to miss something. You don't realize how good, how talented they are, right?
There's a lot there.
Yo, did you watch the Usos New Day Hell in a Cell?
I did.
Nice.
Yeah, I created a whole playlist and sent it to him.
That was. I think that.
Was Brody Lee in that play?
That was one of the best Hell in a Cell matches I've seen.
Big Mike, can you do me a favor? Can you get him out of here?
Yeah, please.
Get him out of
here. Please get the beige cardigan out of here.
He had this Roman Reigns hot take, and I said, people aren't gonna like that. You're gonna all his cachet with the people is gonna.
What you call him?
Beige cardigan.
That's Hitman Adam Page, yo.
I get. He looks the part. I'm not saying he's not a good wrestler.
That pop looks overrated. Keep going.
But he's just
That's funny.
There's other guys on that roster that I would like to see a lot more than Roman Reigns.
Like who?
Yeah, who?
Well, I like McIntyre.
Okay.
But I will say this though.
Okay.
Davis, when we were watching the pay-per-view, is he not the tannest Scottish man you've ever seen in your life?
I'm gonna be honest. I ain't seen a lot of. I don't know the. I'm not good at differentiating white people.
Yeah.
So,
but
I don't.
He said Europe.
He
Well, I tweeted that you think he's Portuguese.
Yeah, he's Portuguese. There's no way he's got.
All right, let me ask y'all a personal question.
That's funny as shit.
He's
let me
Portuguese.
ask y'all a
He's crazy.
Let me ask y'all a personal question. What type of white guys are you guys?
We're Irish.
Irish. Okay.
Oh shit!
Why you so
That's Black Irish.
So
can't drink?
So both my grandparents came over from Ireland. Davis's mother was half Asian, so he's Irish, English, and Asian. That's why he can't drive.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Relax.
Oh shit!
Relax.
No, no. Shit.
But no, I like McIntyre. I like
Kevin Owens.
I like Kevin Owens a lot. I think Kevin Owens is good. I like him a lot. I like Big E. I like
your favorite so far has been Seth Rollins.
I like Seth Rollins.
We got a question. we have a legit question for Big Mike. I'm sure he has no idea because Davis's love affair with NXT is over.
No, I've told him that there are two guys in NXT. One, Rick Steiner's son.
Yep.
Who is great, and the other being Carmelo Hayes, who I compared to being, he'll be the next Seth Rollins in terms he won't be good as a face, he'll be great as a heel and have great matches.
Irish Disappointment might be the name of the episode.
Yeah, Irish Disappointment is a drink. I'm drinking it tomorrow. I'm gonna make it up.
I've told him about NXT 2.0.
It's Bailey's Irish Cream and Hennessy.
Mickey's, Bailey's,
and Jameson.
So I watched. What's your guys' take on Hook?
Hook?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hook can wrestle.
He can go. I mean, I don't care. I don't care.
Be able to wrestle.
I mean,
he better be able to wrestle.
Hey, listen,
I mean,
I saw Hook this week with a fat butt in his face up in the air.
Oh yeah, he was up in the club.
So I can't do nothing but respect the kid.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at Hook. I don't understand the fascination that the internet has with Hook, but I don't understand the internet's fascination with a lot of things. When he's in the ring, he looks like he knows what he's doing. I am down to give it some time to see what the fuck Hook becomes.
Much. I think
it's the internet.
He looks like Dragon Ball Z.
The hair, yeah, he just rolled out of bed. That's what it is.
He definitely looks like an anime character.
Yeah, he looks like he's Super Saiyan. Like I was thinking that I would have read they should have had that for his name instead of Hook.
So I think that was a one-time thing, right? He hadn't done it since. He just did the one time.
It hasn't been any like legit moves put on him.
Right. No.
Oh, he's fighting all ham and eggers.
Yeah, it's literally how
I'm saying.
But how did Taz get built? Was this similar to how Taz got built in ECW? I don't remember what the situation was. I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, when he came back, didn't he just throw everyone around and
no, I mean that was different too because it was ECW. So yeah, I mean he went in, he didn't have too many, But
they had brought in the shoot fighters and they had.
Yeah, I mean I always thought Taz was really, really talented too.
Taz was ill, especially in ECW.
I thought he was dope.
Even when he had the Jerry curl.
I just don't know.
That's why people thought. Is that why people thought he was black? In the chat, do people think Taz was black because he had the curls back when he was the real Tasmanian Devil?
The Tasmanian.
Because it was cats in the comments a couple weeks back, like what you mean Taz ain't black? What you talking about? Taz ain't black?
Because they see Hook in a.
I knew Taz wasn't black when that nigga walked in our hotel, walked to the counter, and said, "Hey guys, can I get a room?"
The Tasmania.
Yeah.
No, I think. I mean, I get the build up for Hook.
You saw Jade Cargill. You said she was tall, and you meant it like she's tall.
TBS champion Jade Cargill.
That is a big woman.
Oh, thank you. I thought you were about to say something else.
Christ,
I like it too.
I mean. Not that I wouldn't,
else.
I would be okay if someone tagged me in on that, but God damn.
Hey.
Don't get fired.
Don't get.
Hey yo, Tony Brown said. Dad didn't look the little Elder Bodges back in the day.
They go Tony Brown. Right there.
Oh no.
But no. So go back to day one. I mean, the RKO match.
Some people do, J-Bo. Some people do think Taz is black, J-Bo. I'm sorry.
But you were most upset with Liv Morgan and Becky.
Oh my God, that ruined the night.
No. What's happening?
Right?
But you were most upset with Liv Morgan.
Oh my God, that ruined the night.
No. What's happening?
Listen, I ain't gonna ruin your night. I ain't finna ruin your night, Mr.
Turn your radio down. Turn your radio down.
Tony, bro, you still got YouTube on, baby.
Oh yeah. My bad. I ain't good with this technology and shit. Okay, there we go.
Turn your radio down. Turn your radio down.
Sounds like a whole bunch of confusion. I was going to confuse myself for a second, but I'm gonna tell you what. I ain't gonna ruin your little celebration, Mr.
You already did.
Kyle, I ain't got time.
Stevie Wonder, he had the Stevie Wonder keyboard out there talking about, we gotta put it in the clavinet. Mommy, I'm in the song. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, nigga. What you doing?
What happened?
Yeah, it's my Shirley jacket.
I ain't got time to deal with you right now.
Oh, okay, my fault.
I ain't gonna deal with you. I'm gonna talk to this fella, Drip Davis. First of all, I want to say hello to Big Mike, Black Irish man. How you doing, sir?
How are you?
Nice to meet you. One of these days, we gonna sit and wax philosophical about some old school wrestling and things like that. We gonna drink some old duels or something like that.
Some old duels. You got to bring your tape.
Absolutely.
Hey yo,
the cage match, 86.
Nothing but classic matches and promos.
3 out of 5.
I told you I ain't gonna deal with you right now, Cal. I'm
talking
talking to you, Mr. Drip Davis. Let me tell you something, Drip Davis. Now, last week, I was watching this Black Wrestling podcast. First of all, I know this your little celebration. I ain't celebrating a damn thing, okay? Because last week, I saw you on here. You was on here talking about some damn, you had sexual interrelations with my sister, Tonya Brown.
He did. He something had been said. I don't know what he said, but somebody had been brought up.
He enjoyed all this Miracle Whip. I know that.
That's weird.
What you say that now? What you say?
Weird.
This y'all champion. This who y'all wanted to be champion. Remember that.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now. Hey, look, you can do all your little poses and all that kind of thing, but I'm gonna tell you what. When I see you, it's gonna be on like a bag of popcorn. It's gonna be, boy, it's gonna be trouble. Let me give you a preview of what's going on. Here come Drip Davis. Okay, here's Drip Davis right here. Okay, and then he gonna see Tony Brown. Tony Brown show up. Oh, hey, Tony Brown, how you doing? Get him.
Hey, yo,
shit now,
if you've
Mr.
ever
Drip
seen
Davis.
Spaceballs, this is amazing.
Get him out of here. Downtown Tony Brown, the victorious one. That's the way it's going down. That's the way that's going to go down. Because let me tell you, you old disrespectful, ungrateful. I mean, I seen you. You was on here, podcasting and carrying on, and you told me you wanted to be Uptown Anthony White. I'm downtown Tony Brown. Uptown Anthony White. You said you wanted to be my tag team partner. I take you under my damn wing. I bring you to downtown wrestling school.
Wang.
Okay.
You know what I mean. I ain't taking him under no damn wing.
I understood. I'm with you, Tony Brown. I'm with you. I'm right there with you.
Hold on there now.
I'm right there with you.
Ain't nobody gonna Wang Chung tonight.
I had to clarify. I understand.
I told you how to wrestle. I told you how to use illegal holds. I told you how to use foreign objects. I told you how to do submission hold, all that kind of stuff. And then you meet my sister, Tonya Delata Brown, and all of a sudden you engaging in sexual interrelations with her.
Is that where the foreign objects came from?
I'm sorry.
Is that where the foreign objects came from?
Foreign objects.
He using all kind of different foreign objects. I said, "Hey, hold on now. This ain't what this supposed to be about." Now you ruined our tag team, the Black and White Delight. We was about to get this bag. We was about to make this money.
The Black and White.
You lucky that my friends that I called didn't get to put their hands on you. My man Manny Fernandez, he was fit to kick your ass.
The Raging Bull.
The Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez. That's right. The Warlord, the Barbarian, all of them. It's gonna be on your ass, boy. Now, pause. But I'm gonna tell you something. I don't appreciate it, Jack, because you know what? If I ever met members of your family, I would never say, hey, Drip Davis cousin, why don't you come on here? Let's go on a date. Hey, Drip Davis girlfriend. Hey, why don't you come on a date with me?
You love white women, Tony Brown.
Shit, what the fuck?
I wouldn't do nothing crazy like that.
Tony Brown. You love white women?
What the fuck is going on?
First of all, I'm an older man that love all women. All women.
There you go. There you go.
I do like some white gals though. I had that Missy Hyatt back in the day.
Oh my God.
Talk about that.
God.
Who did it? Who did it?
Oh, hey.
Can we start the?
What you mean?
But I don't want to talk about that. We talk about that another time. But
Tales from Tony Brown, on the Patreon coming soon.
Coming soon. Y'all down? Are y'all down for the Patreon? Let me know in the chat for real.
Ring Rat Tales. Ring Rat Tales with Tony Brown on the Patreon.
Oh boy, y'all gonna get sued, man.
Sued.
I can hear it now. I remember the one time it was at the Baltimore Arena, down in Baltimore, and I seen it. I said, ooh. I thought, hey, you fine thing over there in them Stonewall's jeans, the high-waisted one with the white belt.
Oh, I just snatched a lot of Stonewall's jeans down there. You know it. A lot of Stonewall's jeans, a lot of leather miniskirts, all that. Tiger prints, leopard skins.
No.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah, no
back in them damn 80s, boy. Woo, baby.
This is way better than Impact. It's terrible. That's true.
Mr. Blue, let me tell you something. Listen. I'm just coming through for a spell because you know what? I'm gonna let you have your night, Mr. Drip, Mr. Uptown Anthony White. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, you done pissed me the hell off with all that though. Having them sexual relations with peoples in my family.
That's it. He said something. I don't know what he said, but he said something.
I can't believe it. I can't damn believe it. This is some disrespectful shit, Jack. That's some damn disrespectful ass shit. I can't believe it. And I know that Big Mike done raised you better than that.
True.
Than to be a disrespectful man.
That's true. That's something I agree with.
Because Big Mike, he a man of honor. He know what it's like. He old school. He just like me, Jack.
Mike got like 27 sons right now. Like the whole damn team is his son. Like, come on. He can't even catch an Uber.
Whew. Shit.
He said I'ma die.
Don't piss me the hell off. I've been waiting to catch up with your ass and tell you what's going on, Mr. Mike Mazzani. I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, you drip. And I'm gonna tell you what, but I tell you, all bets is off now. If I meet a woman that's close to you,
oh shit!
Look, any woman, a woman that you care about, a woman that you love with all your heart, I'm gonna catch up with her. And since you like Drake so goddamn much, I'm gonna bring the hot sauce with me. Yeah. Now how you like them apples? Huh? Yeah. Pay back the bitch.
This nigga almost broke himself.
It's on.
Start the show.
Nah, facts. Hold the fuck up. What?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be waiting, Tony Brown. I'll be waiting.
What the fuck?
You ain't gotta wait because it's gonna happen when you don't expect it.
Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to another action-packed card of All-Star Wrestling.
I don't fucking know. Welcome back to the Black Rasslin Podcast. Clearly, God is still working on us. It's your boy Cal, your former two-time Black Rasslin Podcast predictions champion. When I want that title, I'll take it back. I just want y'all to see what what the internet wants. I'm like Triple H. The internet wants this as a champion. See what happens.
Drip. Hey, Tony Brown, they're gonna want to say she loves Drip right there.
The one and only, I guess
that's Keith.
The one droplet. The one droplet is back. It's your boy Cat. Man, fuck this shit. As you can see, hopefully y'all motherfuckers are subscribed to Black Rasslin on YouTube. If you hear youtube.com/Black Rasslin. Ain't no other podcast giving you this type of insanity. My name is Cal, but it's not about me. It's about the squad that's on the line. Please say what's good to the people, y'all.
Yo.
Yeah.
IlFam79 on your social media choice, aka a rich woman's lover and a broke woman's dream. They call me Family Supreme.
You waiting on me?
One of y'all mothers right there.
No.
Cal.
What's up?
Cal.
What's poppin'?
Cal.
What's up? Shit.
Haters say it must be nice. I'm like, it must be hate. I don't like that line. That shit straight fake. At Math Damon.
Stay fake too.
Tony Brown.
Damon.
Wow.
That's right. Downtown. Coming soon to the AEW mixtape.
Be better than some of the
downtown rap.
And then you go to my upper left.
Downtown Tony Brown. And you know I don't mess around. Gonna kick your ass, knock you to the floor. And everybody got to know I got style, pizzazz, and razzmatazz, and all that jazz. I'm real cool, real slick, make you sick like Nestle quick. I look the best, got a lot of finesse, girl. I make your heart beat right out of your chest. Yeah, and you know, and rocking the show. Downtown.
Shut the
and to my upper left.
Oh gosh.
The one and only BRP predictions champion, Davis, aka Drip, with the championship consigliere, two-time MIAC champion, Big Mike.
Me and Tony Brown don't appreciate this disrespect.
I can't breathe.
That's funny as hell. Shouts out to Keek's mama. Shouts out to Keek's mama for real. Keek's mama said if you wanted to pull up outside her
outside
her
them Eagles.
Damn.
Hey, Keek's mama, I'm sorry I had to beat them Eagles like that. I hope to see y'all again, so we ain't got to go through Lambeau. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Fam? You want to do this now, fam? Let's do it now.
No, we talk about that later. We talk about it. I mean, we get to it. You know what I mean?
That's what we're gonna do right now. This is what we're gonna do right now. So, because there's people waiting, we got that announcement later. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna run back. Cuz throw me on the Titantron.
My man, you got it.
So this is what we're gonna do. Everybody that's in the chat, if you were with us last year around this time, we did the Royal Rumble pool. So we're gonna run that back this year. We're gonna do $3 a pick. It's 30 slots each Royal Rumble, men's Rumble, women's Rumble. We're gonna do $3 a slot. So again, it's 30 slots. That's 60 contestants. $3. We're gonna start taking entries next. What do you say, cuz? Take me off the Titantron. Let's say next Thursday we'll start taking entries for the Rumble pool. Let us know. Hit us in the DMs, and then we can go back. Winner of the Rumble, we're gonna go 60-30. So the winner of the Rumble will get $60. Second runner, the first runner up will get $30. So there you go.
You in? Sure.
We'll start taking. Matter of fact, we'll start taking DMs now. You could DM us on our Twitter and on our Instagram.
Hey, yo, FYI, we're only accepting entries with a picture of proof of follow and subscription to this here YouTube page.
That's it. You want to get paid? You get paid with us. Who else you gonna get paid with?
Talk to him. Never mind. I want to be nice.
And Tony Brown got a special verse for the winner.
Does he? Razzmatazz.
Didn't you hear him chuckle right now?
And put him down in the groove.
He said a pool party. I heard they was having a fight club. I heard it was a fight club. I heard Creek was going to be out there. That's what I heard. Was there anything else pro wrestling related that you was watching this week, Big Mike?
No, not really. We're just highlights of Raw when Lesnar came out after day one.
You like that?
I feel like I've seen it before.
That's true.
We've seen it several times.
A number of times. That's correct.
I likened it to Hulk Hogan. Nobody agreed with me.
I agree with you 100%.
Thank you.
Wait,
Like what to Hulk Hogan?
explain that.
I likened Brock Lesnar's time in the WWE to Hulk Hogan's time in the WWF.
Explain that.
Yo, we've run through this period where it's a dry spell. There's no new anything. We keep going back to this same routine, and we're going to continuously get it because there's no new people. And that's what happened. That's how you got that dry spell in the WWF for who knows how long. But
That's true.
It be me and Big Mike.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's kind of McMahon's formula, though, isn't it? I mean, it doesn't. I feel bad for Big E, who was a good champion and he's a good wrestler and he's a good character. To just he shouldn't have taken the pinfall. First of all, I thought that was disrespectful. There's 4 other guys there, or 3 other guys there that could have taken that pinfall. So I feel like that was a slap to Big E from McMahon, and I just wonder, how much of it is Vince just recircling the same thing over and over and over, right? I mean, there's a lot of talented people out there, and I'm not saying that Lesnar's not a draw, because he is. Mm-hmm. But you don't need to come in and squash somebody.
So I think the issue here, and the difference between what Hogan was and what Brock is, right, is Hogan won because Hogan wanted to win.
Right.
Brock wins because McMahon wants Brock to win.
I don't think Brock wants to lose either, though.
Brock is a hired gun. Brock is there for bread. He'll do what the bread say.
Yep.
He don't care nothing about wrestling.
Do remember Seth Rollins and Brock's match going on first?
Well, but I was gonna say too, in that you're not wrong, fam. But Lesnar does win a lot in that year and change that he's there. He wins a lot, and then he has that big loss, and it's a wrap.
It's because of what he is.
So how long is he a draw? Like, yo, it's not even. Let's be real. At one point in time, I believed it. Like, nobody's gonna beat him. Now it's people in there. He shouldn't be going over Bobby Lashley or Bobby Ashley.
It all depends if it's one match or not. It all depends on whether or not it's one match or not.
It's one match. Come on. He had the one off with AJ, with Daniel Bryan, and Balor. Like, he had all those one-offs. I mean, the only reoccurring opponent he had really is Roman Reigns, and it's 2015, 2018, and last year and this year.
So many times.
So who are you saying, if you had to guess, who are you getting at Mania in 3 months with Roman, or you know what I'm saying, or with Brock? Like, who are you getting with Brock? Because they're not doing title versus title all the way to then.
Well, that's why the title change didn't make sense. I think we all kind of thought Brock was going to win, but didn't want to believe it because it's like, they can't really do it.
I think I was the only person that knew Brock was going to win.
No, I don't recall that. No.
I think everybody.
What?
I mean, has Brock ever? I mean, when was the last time that Brock had a legitimate beef with somebody play out for a long time?
Roman Reigns,
right?
They about to meet up Friday, right? They said Roman was cleared to be on SmackDown. They're gonna go face to face on SmackDown.
No, that was last week.
Yeah.
But it's a fucking storyline now.
It's a storyline. So they some way or another they coming back around to Roman and Brock some kind of way.
Yeah. But was that what it was always going to be though? Because from what I understand, that whatever happened with day one, again because Roman caught the COVID and they had to switch up the main event, and which gave Lesnar the title. From what I understand, they're still planning on doing whatever. Like the course for Mania is still good no matter what just happened.
Right.
But so I guess the question is, it probably was it going to still be Roman and Brock at some point, title or no title? Had to have been, right?
I wonder. Yeah.
So I don't know, yo. I don't know.
Who else is there?
I honestly think that it's gonna boil down to what happens at the Rumble.
Roman Rollins on SmackDown.
Hey yo, him, Rollins coming to the door and hitting the shield beat on the door.
He's coming to SmackDown.
I like that.
Well, yeah, you should
like
like Black Friday, remember?
He better get someone else to hit the beat on the door, though.
Well,
I don't trust him.
He hit the beat. He already did it. He hit the dead end.
Yeah, he did that.
That's not my type of beat. That's not my type of beat. That's the Rock remix that I wasn't playing on the CD single. You know what I'm saying?
What can happen is that Brock can win at the Rumble and then drop it at Elimination Chamber, or
I don't either. Rock. I don't think it's Brock versus Roman at Mania.
They said the Elimination Chamber is going to be going to Saudi Arabia.
What?
Really?
Yeah,
that's what I saw.
Elimination Chamber. They doing another thing in Saudi.
Oh, this for your life.
They said that was the tweet. That was the tweet I saw.
That match, they gonna cut your feet off.
I wasn't gonna say it,
but Saudi Arabia. Yeah.
That was the tweet I saw. Was a comment on that? How crazy that is. Nah, but from what I read, I think it was on Wrestling Inc. They said that the WWE had actually been looking to do an Elimination Chamber style match since back in when they had Crown Jewel back in November. They were thinking of doing, I guess they wanted to do a larger scale. They were thinking of doing like an episode of WWE TV. That's what I was reading anyway. But from what I understand, and this might be as soon as next month.
Yeah.
This nigga Avery posting like it's really the strip.
Well, like you just said, there's too many
pay-per-views.
Every month. They need a live premium event.
You got to have some kind of build-up. I mean, and there's a good example. One guy goes down, and the next 9 months is shot, right? Because one guy goes down. I mean,
but the part about that though is every time something like that happens, is when they have to pivot and they make their best television.
And they get a Brock Lesnar to come in and take the title.
No, that wasn't good.
That's literally what just happened, though. Roman was out,
and it sucked.
It didn't suck. I'm gonna be honest. Niggas hated E losing, but the match was good.
That's what I was referring to.
And it wasn't what we got now with Kofi. What happened with Kofi sucked.
No, the end of the match sucked. The end of the match sucked. The match was great. The ending was ass. Word. Just like Big Mike was saying, like Big E ate the pin. That was ass. Like, I don't understand how you have Big E eat the pin, and how am I supposed to feel with him? Let's say he wins the Royal Rumble. Do I believe that he's not going to eat the?
Brock can't pin anybody else right now in that type of match because he's working babyface. Pinning the non-champion is a heel move. Brock ain't working heel right now. He's a clear babyface.
He's a
babyface right now. He's taking pictures in the crowd with fans. Clear babyface right now.
It was a fatal five. But he could have pinned. I mean, if he's the babyface, he could have pinned KO or Rollins.
But that's not a babyface move.
I get what you're saying.
The cowardly move is to pin someone that's not the champion.
Right.
The babyface move is to pin the actual champion.
But what difference does it make?
It doesn't make a difference.
It's psychology. It's the way the characters work.
What you say? You got a bad mic.
I don't know if it makes a difference, and I would, and actually, outside of that, I'd be very surprised if the WWE was thinking the way you're thinking. They just pin the nigga. I'm sorry, y'all. This square over here, but they just pin the nigga.
I'm never thinking Brock Lesnar is a face ever.
But
he's never a face.
He's a face right now.
Hold on. How are you playing face with Paul Heyman? You're never a face
because
with
Paul Heyman just got beat up by the biggest heel in the company, right?
Top heel. And then him in the heel.
Paul Heyman isn't a face.
I don't think that made him a super face or anything like that. I don't think he's like this. But I'm saying, like,
baby face.
I don't think that was a turn. Like, I don't think Heyman is somehow like seen as like revered now because he got like. There's a lot of people that thought he was getting this comeuppance. I mean, shit, it's Paul Heyman.
That is how wrestling has worked for the 30 some odd years we've all.
No, you're not wrong. I'm saying I don't think that's what it is right now.
When the bad guy gets beat up by the other bad guy, he turns into a good guy.
So it's Brock Lesnar. He's never been a good guy.
He's one right
now.
Brock
Lesnar is Cowboy Bob Orton. He's never good.
If he's a baby, him as a baby face sucks. He needs to stop talking, is what I'm saying.
No, he's. I think.
Get the microphone back. If Paul Heyman is standing right there, if y'all paying for Paul Heyman to stand next to Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman better have the microphone in his hand talking about Brock Lesnar. I don't need to be on Raw seeing Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar talking to each other.
Brock Lesnar.
This is when I got MVP on one side and Paul Heyman on the other side. Get out of here.
Brock Lesnar
I can fight.
Talking. He can't talk.
That shit is ass.
Here's the thing, though, and that's the thing is we haven't even. There's so much to what they can do with.
And Ken Lewis go to hell.
Outstanding.
Jesus.
Let me get there. Let me get there. But we haven't even gotten to. We haven't even gotten to what MVP versus Heyman can be yet. We haven't even, you know what I'm saying? They're building up to that. They're not just jumping out like a couple of other guys that just jumped out on the mic and is beating us in the head with 50 million promos every other week, and they're starting to. Anyway,
don't talk about dripping Big Mike.
That's silly.
Wait. So fam. So right now, January 13th. You already are saying that this is the beginning of a months-long Mania storyline. That's where you're coming from.
It could be.
That's what it sounds like. Is why I'm asking.
Yeah, it definitely could be because they're not even. They haven't. It now. It is their way to fast forward everything, and they're not fast forwarding this. So it feels like a build from what they usually do. But this is correct. Shout out to Shelly Belly. It's worth all the money right there, but they're not going to give it to you for a second week.
Shelly Belly.
That might be to go home.
The main event of the promos.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you can let Lesnar get his shit on, let Bobby Lashley say what he got to say. But what you really want to do is when Heyman get the cutting to the bone and then MVP get the cutting to the bone and they get to talking that shit, get to talking that talk on the mic. See, that's when it really, when you get into the thick of the shit.
That's what I want.
Everybody really going to be ready to see that main event.
Also, shout out to Heyman. Shout out to Heyman for, in his promo, making a concerted effort to still make E look strong, by the way.
Yeah, 100%. He's been on that. He's been on that. Mm-hmm. Real ones know this whole Big E arc, which started like damn near 2 years ago, was from that conversation on Smack, the talking smack between Heyman and Big E, where Heyman said, "Look, you always been known as that New Day motherfucker. What accolades do you have as Big E?" And then he got into the shit with the Miz, and then the ball really started rolling. All the shit that Big Mike wasn't watching because Big Mike wasn't watching during quarantine. It was good pro wrestling on SmackDown at that time.
Yeah,
you know that though.
Hey, SmackDown was on the money.
Now I don't know what's going on.
I've always liked SmackDown more than Raw.
Facts.
Even back
when SmackDown first started.
Yep.
It was the
wrestler show.
It was the wrestling show for a bit. Even like the viral clips of the 2-minute endings where people are doing it's 7-8 motherfuckers doing the finishers on everybody.
Yeah,
it's all SmackDown. It's all SmackDown.
Yeah, because that's when they would bring it into the pay-per-view.
Right.
When it would lead in to the Sunday. Yeah,
Vince McMahon was smart.
I mean, I think from what I've read, and in my opinion, I want to see Lashley Lesnar.
That's happening.
Right. So
that's happening.
But I mean, to me, I'd rather see that at Mania than.
So what?
I'd like to see that.
Totally agree.
I'd like to see that stretch out a little bit. I'd like to see some, like you guys said, some MVP, some Heyman, some stretch it out, get some backstage stuff, get some other guys brought in to stir it. Where now you can take Lashley and Lesnar, and he gets a friend, and he gets a friend, and we can
her business though. That was
we can kind of back in. Here's another match because he's friends with Lashley and his friends with Lesnar, and you can kind of build into that. But I understand what you're saying though. It's hard because you're never going to see Lesnar as a guy that has friends, and it's hard to see Lashley as a bad guy.
So
right?
Just that's a fact.
That is a fact.
Drip. That is not a fact.
Drip. If you see Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns at WrestleMania as the main event, are you disappointed?
Yeah, because we've seen it before.
Big Mike. Hold on, Drip. Big Mike, you're disappointed. Tony Brown.
Yeah.
Are you disappointed?
I'm sorry. Repeat the question, sir.
If you see Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar,
yeah, a proper yes man. You hear that shit? Shit?
Don't disrespect my consigliere.
The facts is facts. I mean, it's on. It's
watch your mouth.
It's on.
He's like Tony Brown. Like you wouldn't drink
about that, you wouldn't know anything about respect. It's just respect. That's all.
I am disrespect. I don't give a fuck.
Watch your mouth, Cal.
I don't give a fuck.
Respect my man.
I'm sorry.
No. We cool. We cool.
Tony Brown.
My bad.
If you see Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania as the main event, are you disappointed?
Hell no. That's what I was hoping.
I like that.
I
like that.
Not gonna lie, they're giving it to us a little bit early. I mean, I like that we're getting it, but
if it's the only time, yes. So that's a caveat.
You said if I'm getting Reigns Lesnar.
Oh,
at Mania. I've had that a couple times, right? I've had that a couple times. I've seen it a number of times. I would not be hyped for that as a main event because they would put that on at the end, right?
That's the main event.
We have seen it 2 times already for WrestleMania.
31 and 34.
31 and 34. Right.
John Cena said he pounded 3 draft beers before he wrestled Undertaker at WrestleMania 34.
We saw him in the crowd.
He was in the crowd.
I mean,
he said him and his Australian homies was out there getting lit, and then he got beat by the Taker for how long? That match was short as shit, right?
It was like 2 minutes.
I was listening to that episode today where you guys reviewed that, and Fan came up with the brilliant idea that match should have gone on last. Lesnar and Roman happens, the show ends as John Cena heads to the crowd, and like the Undertaker's not showing up, I guess. It stops, then it restarts when the Undertaker's dong hits, and then like boom.
Wait a minute. When
what? It's called. It's not.
When what?
When the bell rings. When Undertaker's bell rings.
Thank you.
When his bell rings. Thank you, Big Mike. This is why you call Big Mike. Yes, Big Mike has got your back.
Thank you, Big Mike.
Not a dong. This is a dong. It's a dong.
He's having the talk live on air.
Hey, this is who y'all wanted as champion. I saw y'all tweets. This is what y'all wanted.
This is my gun. This is for shooting. This is for fun.
This is for fun. It still works.
Y'all never heard David Shoemaker see this? I know.
No.
But I mean, so like I said, I look at Lashley, and
no disrespect to Shoemaker.
He doesn't give off heel or face, right? He's kind of that middle of the road guy, right? Keep going. You just kind of feel. I feel like, he's like even when Kurt Angle was heel, he was still,
right.
Olympic Kurt Angle. So Lashley just feels. I still feel like he's that collegiate star that you just kind of look at, going, he's kind of middle of the road guy, I think turning Lesnar face. I mean, look at him.
This is why I'm not because why I dug what because remember Lashley was the man last year. That's crazy. But a lot of that was MVP speaking for Bobby Lashley. When Bobby Lashley has to do the promo, it's not always going to be as impactful as when MVP is talking for, because all Bobby Lashley then has to do is go into the ring and destroy shit.
Yeah, remember with Xavier Woods? He was like that little twerp.
Get him out.
Yeah, that shit is whack.
Tony Brown, get Rock out of the chat.
Yeah, I mean, he just seems like
get Rock out of the chat.
He doesn't
Really?
give off like the vibe of a heel to me.
So
right?
there's two ways you find out if someone is a heel or a face.
Right.
The easy way in pro wrestling, right, is character. I come down, Minnesota, everybody sucks here. Right. Whatever your
MJF.
character is doing
That's MJF.
is how you. It's part of what he does. Yeah. Also, wrestling tells you who's good or bad by who they beat up, and sometimes that's just how it is because everybody isn't a talker, right?
Right.
So,
Right.
it's all dictated to us. However, some stuff is a little more subliminal, and some stuff is just really obvious.
Mucky. Because I never saw Bobby Ashley as a heel.
What Fam just said is true. He beat up Shelton and Cedric this weekend. Brock Lesnar didn't attack anyone. So
That's a good point.
Brock Lesnar being the face, Bobby Lashley being the heel. After those guys were like, hey, I thought we were going to reunite, run back to her business. He's like, I don't need you. I never needed y'all.
Yeah, that shit was ass too. Unnecessary.
Actually, if
unnecessary.
Actually, it's completely necessary if
Why?
y'all just don't know who is a heel or a face.
If Bobby
then that
Ashley
stuff
the face
is
in
that
this,
stuff is necessary.
Wait.
No. We weren't talking about heel and face between Lashley and Lesnar.
But wait, hold on a second. If the promo, you're telling me that the promo was so strong that we know that Bobby Lashley's the heel, why does he need to beat up the Hurt? Why are these two guys wearing Hurt Business shirts to be in the ring in the first place? They ain't been on TV. What they think is happening right now? He's talking to Lesnar. He ain't talking to them. Clearly, he didn't show up with them. They ain't got no goddamn suits on. They wearing the damn t-shirts. What the fuck is we talking about right now? What is we talking about right now? Why is Cedric in the ring in that damn t-shirt? Why?
To get his ass whooped.
For what? We already know Bobby's a heel. Why do we need to see this to prove it?
Well, you know what? Is Bobby the heel?
Shelton?
No.
Y'all said he was the heel. Wait, hold up. I thought he was the heel.
He might not be the heel. Because I tell you what, when they kicked his ass, when Owen and Steph Rollins kicked his ass a couple weeks ago, and they stomped him on the damn steps, that ain't no shit that heels be doing to each other. That's
who kicked his
that
ass?
two heels will do to a benefit.
Heels beat up heels, but faces won't beat up faces. That's the difference.
So you tell me they're both tweeners then? Is what you trying to tell me?
No one's a
You
tweener.
know what? I don't know what the hell going on. On one show,
I thought we all knew. I thought it was Lesnar's the face and Bobby's the heel.
Absolutely.
Well, you know what?
Lesnar.
That's the confusion shit to me too. Let me tell you something. Because on one show you got Rollins and Reigns. Both of them is assholes, so you know both of them is heel. And then you got Lashley, Lesnar and Bobby Ashley, and both of them is they've been heels up to this point. But then you don't really know whether they're a heel or a face because when Lesnar get on SmackDown, the heel punching him in the goddamn face like they're doing the Superman shit. So then it's like, okay, so Lesnar the baby face, right? No, because then they go over on Raw.
There are no heels and baby faces.
He'll heel, and then Lashley, he's supposed to be the heel, but it's kind of a face because they're kicking the heel's ass, which is Shelton Benjamin.
Y'all ever seen Black Dynamite when they were trying to explain the plot?
Everybody a damn heel. I tell you what, the internet is enjoying the shit out of all this because they want everybody to be a damn heel. And at this point, all four of them niggas is a heel.
Whole damn company's a heel.
They dream right here. They got two heel versus heel matches.
They dream and they hate it. No, they don't like it. They like Lesnar.
Now they don't like it because they don't know who to cheer for.
Well, I mean, because if you look at the turn, like again, you guys are much more current than I am, but if you look at the turn when it was Hart versus Stone Cold, it was very clear, heel face, but the crowd decided they wanted heel over face.
It to be this way, right?
That's a good point.
So now I feel like it's like Lashley, Lesnar, okay. And now it's camp versus camp. It's not heel versus face. It's just kind of, this is who likes Lashley and this is who likes Lesnar.
Right.
And that may be why the storyline is kind of stalling a little bit, because there's no definite road in front of you to say, you know,
you're right.
Who we gonna put over, right?
It's almost one of them things where they basically letting the crowd decide who the hell they like in the match. So the crowd gonna determine, I guess, whoever the heel and the face is in this situation, in both of them situations.
Hey, Tony Brown, can you do me a favor? Can you get Wrestling Realm out the chat?
Wrestling Realm out the chat. What do you say? Drip is a true champ. Oh yeah, get him the hell out of here. Definitely get him the hell out. Drip ain't no true champ. You looking at a true champ. You look on the bottom, bro. Look at the two guys on the bottom. We the champ.
Both of y'all.
Y'all stay on the bottom. I know that. I
will say, Tony Brown. It was interesting when Brother Math was the champion. You was here. You was frequenting the podcast when he lost the title. You was on vacation.
No, I told him. I said, Tony Brown, you're a little too stressed. Take some time off.
You gave him some PTO.
When I get, he was on furlough.
I mean, so downtown is a very busy man. Downtown is very important, man. See, I can't be everywhere. I can't be here all the time. Sometimes, you know, I mean, I spent some time out in Cabo. I spent some time out in Cali.
You be on Twitter.
I was in Canada. I was in damn Switzerland.
He was helping Marilyn Mosby with them PPPs. But that's a whole nother.
He was helping deliver the Maya Angelou quarters out there.
I was doing all that. I was recording my jam for the AEW mixtape. I was doing all kind of things. I'm a very multifaceted entertainer, as well as a natural heel. I tell you what, you'll never be confused about who I am.
You never be confused about who I am. You want to talk about a natural? Fuck y'all.
Hey, Tony Brown, out of here.
You want to talk about a natural heel?
Tony
Fuck
Brown,
y'all.
Get out of here.
All y'all.
You know who having a match at WrestleMania?
Who?
You want to know? You want to know who's gonna have a match?
Who?
It's gonna be Downtown and Mav Damon versus Drip Davis and goddamn Kyle.
I don't want to be in that match.
That's gonna be the match.
I'm gonna be Wendy Chu. I'm gonna be sleep on the ring apron. I don't want to be in that match. I don't care about this.
Well, I know you don't want to be in that match.
I don't care about wrestling. None of y'all.
Damn right.
I don't want to be his partner, and I don't have to deal with none of y'all. Give me my goddamn title. Let me walk out the room.
Oh, now you want to see? Here's what happened last week. Cal, I don't even want. It's not that big a deal. And then this man, I don't even care about it. Then why are you showing up like Tay Diggs' pussy double week after week?
This the type of shit to get people fucked up.
Oh, you disrespectful.
Tony Brown, let's
and will be the champ from now to Dallas to the.
You look like a fucking busboy.
Wait, hold up, because
let me tell you something.
Hold on, really quick. Can Bussy Double be the name of the episode?
I don't think it can be. I do not think it can be. But wait. He talk about being champion all the live long day. He might lose the title this weekend, right?
Have you seen the Dallas Cowboys?
Hold on, what's going on this weekend?
That's what I'm saying, because there's been some conversations offline, and I don't know, but people was talking about putting the title up on the line this weekend. Ain't no wrestling on this weekend, is there? Is it wrestling on this weekend?
There is not.
What the fuck is going on this weekend?
Football talk. What is you putting the title on the line this weekend, Drip?
For the first time ever, a one-on-one match for the BRP predictions title. I got the Niners. Fam has the Cowboys. Maybe he'll finally get this title because he'll never win in the predictions. We know that.
Damn.
And I'll be at UPS Monday morning sending it to Fam.
Did you make your daddy send that title to me? You sent it yourself, god dang it. You sent it, kid.
That's right, Big Mike. That's right. Look at that. Uh-huh.
Damn, Drip Baylor is wild.
He ain't protecting Fam from you. He protecting you from Fam.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Check
That's
that out.
crazy. So you
title.
Terminus is Saturday.
Hold on, cuz. Tony Brown, do me a favor.
let me check on
Get
that.
Chris Brown out the chat.
Chris Brown out there. Oh, Christopher Brown. Let me see what he
Hey,
say.
cuz, you have to wait till it come on the screen.
Oh no.
How long you been doing this?
Tony Brown.
Yeah,
Tony Brown is the moderator.
Terminus
Yeah, yeah.
is
I see
January
what's going on.
16th. Let me
Get him out of here.
This. Hold up. Tony Brown, when you say that, who you think you're talking to?
Who I think I know. Who
Yeah.
I'm talking to everybody. I'm talking to anybody.
Hey, watch your mouth, Cal.
That's why nothing happened, right?
Yeah, and the GCW show is next week.
You know, boy, this boy Kyle.
Tony Brown, don't take your jacket off. Don't take your jacket off.
Tony Brown, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't got no title right now. I ain't got no program right now. So you said WrestleMania, you said whenever, right?
You just trying to get a match. You trying to get on the card.
I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling until I want my title back, is all I'm saying.
You ain't
Boy,
gonna
you
get
gonna
this
be
shit
the
back,
last
Kyle.
man
You ain't gonna
standing.
fucking get this shit back.
Oh, all right. All right.
Oh man.
Downtown.
Look, hey, who got his ass from Bob Evans? Take his ass back to Bob Evans and let him get the fucking who's the seating chart.
All right, all right.
TerminusTickets.com.
Yeah.
January 16th, 2022. All roads lead here. I mean, look at all this black talent and some other people. But anyway, it looks like it's going to be an interesting event. Shouts out to Jonathan Gresham. I'm sorry.
War Machine on that.
Hey,
There's a lot going on there. It's a lot going on there.
Did they sell out?
Relax.
Way before this.
You relax.
I'm sorry.
Peace to Jade Cargill. Peace to Jade Cargill. We got hard left out of this.
There go Big Mike's team.
Man, yeah, Big Mike trying. Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad. There was Dave Meltzer had wrote in the newsletter. He tried to tell people that it was all right. For people that have been watching AEW, it's sold out. Creek said Terminus is sold out. So shouts out to Gresham and all them. Y'all did the thing.
No. The show isn't sold out. They sold out.
No, the show
Relax.
is sold out. The show is sold out.
Relax. It's
Creek said the show was sold out. So that's
that might not be a conversation for you, Drip. I'm gonna be honest. You gotta chill out. Just sit in the back seat. I got you. Like when y'all get up to the light and y'all and your mama put that hand out when y'all pulling up to the light, you put that. Hold on. I got it.
Yeah, too bad. There you go, Big Mike.
I got you. I'm driving.
So, everybody knew that Jade Cargill was getting his belt, right?
Yes.
No.
Who didn't know?
I don't know. Hold on. Being that it was against Thunder Rosa, it was a chance that she wasn't winning.
Oh, you're being real.
I thought that was right.
That was the semifinal. She beat
Ruby. Yeah.
Soho.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Who the hell
Keith.
is
The show
the
is
best
sold out.
Yeah,
Oh, Ruby, my bad. Ruby, my bad.
Ruby
Yeah,
Soho.
being that it was Soho, we knew.
Pardon me.
Even though I'm gonna tell y'all niggas, and I think I said it before, and I'll say it for years to come. Ruby Soho, if that division ever has any success consistently, I think Ruby Soho is going to be a big part of it.
Oh no, 100%. They needed her. They need a Ruby Soho, just like they need a Serena Deeb, and they need some of these working women in there to get things going. I mean, I don't know who would have been. You couldn't have had Britt Baker or someone like that. Like you need someone that's going to be able to be able to give Jade the pin, give her the finish, because she took that. That shit looked crazy. She like she got hurt.
Go back, cuz. Back.
What are we doing?
Back.
Nigga, just say who.
Hey, what are we doing?
Keep going. One more.
Hey,
Fuck.
Go one more. Right there.
I already played that one.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
I played that, and then I played this.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The strip. The episode might need to be called The Strip. I'm sorry.
At all.
But I mean, what I'm saying is before that's a fact, Rock. Ruby is doing her thing.
But she's the best wrestler, Rock. My bad. I do think that it's a lot of talent in it. Like Statlander is dope.
In ring.
Statlander is dope.
I agree. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Why do you say that, Cal?
Because I didn't like that backstage segment from Dynamite.
Thunder Rosa's.
Yeah, the way y'all talk about some of these women in WWE, you look at some of what's going on in these. Let me shut up.
Jade and Thunder Rosa was a better match.
We're talking promos, but you also have to take into account that they can perform in ring, Cal.
No, of course, but
women in WWE that can't do either.
And they champion is kind of skeptical in both regions. Is what I'm saying.
He's ass.
So and she got the title, and she was holding up these things that don't mean nothing, or somebody covered a magazine the other day.
Hey yo,
there's a lot of accolades being put on to somebody right now that isn't really doing well in either of these spaces, is what I'm saying.
All right, hold up. You see what Shelly Belly says right here, right? Shelly Belly says a bunch of black wrestlers got the big swole stimulus package last night. They even found Jay Lethal. Why did they put all of these niggas? Come on, all right, listen.
Oh,
yeah,
there it is.
Say what you gonna say. Say what you gonna say.
My nigga, if
put
you
yourself on the big screen.
No, it ain't even that.
You sure?
Serious. But TK, Tony Khan, my nigga, if you are going to do something reactionary, fool us. Don't put all the niggas in one segment to beat each other up. Well, it was like 2 and 2. It was like 2 and 2 possibles. You know what I mean? It was a space.
Relax.
Now keep going. No, fam, keep going.
But fool us. Don't you know what I'm saying? Don't be so obvious, man. You gotta be a little more smart. I know you got a whole lot going on. Y'all find coaches and all that, and y'all ain't gonna hire the right one.
Hey,
but come on,
y'all say y'all wanted them. Here they go.
But this is this is why I asked, because I thought everybody already knew that Jade Cargill was to the moon. She been Dogecoin. Is what I'm saying.
Everybody here knew she was to the moon.
I mean, everyone.
No, go ahead. What you gonna say?
Matt being a genius was.
Matt being a genius
in the top 20 of the BRP. I'm like, is it too soon? And Matt,
yeah. I mentioned that everywhere I go. I mentioned y'all was talking shit when we was doing that, and then she was on the posters. But what I'm saying is, we knew that when they introduced this tournament, saying we're gonna give the TBS title to the next woman, that she was about to be that chick. But I bring all this up because Dave Meltzer had to write in the newsletter this week to quell the fears that Jade Cargill was a reaction to anything, although there was some interesting it was some interesting shit brought up in that conversation, because they went back to a tweet that Swole had from like October. Yo, wow. a tweet from back in October when she was quote tweeting something, that there was a video that Swole had, and what was her response was, the one y'all still she said she was the one that y'all still owe, but we know it'll be Jade. The thought was that Tony Khan and them was pissed because they looked at that as Swole spoiling the end of the tournament. Now I wonder if that's why he don't want to delete that tweet from a couple weeks ago, because he's been pissed at her since the fall.
Hey, Cal, we all know money when we see it, Cal.
No, we know money when we see it. It takes some other people a little bit of time to figure it out, apparently.
We all know money when we see it, so it wasn't a spoil.
No, facts. That's facts. It wasn't a prediction. This is a spoiler. We knew this shit was happening.
That's a spoiler.
You knew this was happening. Who else was winning this championship? Tell me.
Son, legit, like, yo, you put her in the. I don't see Adam Cole beating Jade Cargill. I can't see that. I can't see. What's the
he just said he doesn't think MJF could beat Jade Cargill.
That's facts. That's facts.
What's the interim TNT champion's name?
Sammy Guevara.
He's not beating Jade Cargill. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I see them in a room together, I'm like, oh yeah, she'll beat your ass.
She'd probably take 2 out of 5 from Lashley.
That's
about it.
Let's take it easy now. This is
talk about it.
I mean,
we are jumping out windows.
Talk about it. I like it.
What I'm saying is, Like, yo, if you that's not, I'm not surprised. That's not a spoiler to any of
If you
us,
saw the
man.
bracket, it was tailor made.
Like, come on,
That's
son.
what Keek said.
Oh,
Keek said she saw the bracket and she knew what it was.
We got this wrapped up.
How you didn't know that is the question to me. To the point where Dave Meltzer had to go in the newsletter that y'all paid for to be like, look. They weren't reacting to what Swole just said. This was the original plan. Like, if y'all that dumb that y'all didn't realize that, I don't know what to tell you. Y'all got bigger problems in this shit.
Interesting.
Hangman Adam Page strikes again. Hey, did y'all really quick, yo? Did y'all see this?
King Woods is injured. Yeah, I saw what's his name? John Davenport, the guy that designs their gear. He had a thing up on his Twitter earlier today. That's crazy.
So, cuz
yeah, he said it on G4 that he's out.
Cuz this is my thing. Like me and you and Cal, prior to there being a drip. Let's give you a little bit of backstory. When we were going and doing lists and shit like that, we would always have this conversation about Xavier Woods.
Right.
And then when Drip came into the fold, we've had the conversation with Drip about Xavier Woods. Mm-hmm. I am not on the train. I'm not on the Xavier Woods hype train or fandom train. He's not saying that they are, but they're on. You understand what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. One of the reasons I've seen Xavier Woods out for large amounts of time, all the time. Does that not? What you say?
Remember, he had the Achilles injury that sidelined him for that
when the podcast first started, right? Yeah. He was out for a minute.
Oh, wow. And now he's gone again. So where doesn't take away from any of what you would, you know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not durable.
I mean, he's still, even without that, he's still the third.
The Miz is durable. I definitely rather watch Xavier Woods match.
Like that's
maybe in 2021. I don't know about.
But the injuries he's getting are bad injuries too. Like an Achilles that's a freak injury that sidelines everyone for a while. I mean,
but that doesn't, regardless of the injury, he's
and now his foot clitoris is hurt, right?
Oh, he got a Pussyfoot.
Oh,
yeah, that is exactly. Now, that's the name of the episode.
Fam said. Mav said.
Bye out.
I'm with it. No, I'm with it. But no, but it's all freak accidents.
Do you think those last two matches make sense? If he got injured maybe during the first, then losing the street fight, if he's going to be out, that makes sense because they should have won that match at day one.
Nah,
is crazy.
You don't think so?
Nah, I don't think you can't. I don't think that's the way to end.
But then who's
the way to end the Usos run?
Nakamura and Rick Boogs? No,
I mean, the one thing that watching Dynamite, the one thing that AEW has up on WWE is tag team depth. There's not much going on. So I mean, but it's the Usos. They could just stand around Roman Reigns for the next couple of months and be fine. I mean, they're gonna catch checks no matter what.
And that's always been WWE's heel, right? I mean, there's Achilles' heel has always been they get
see what you did there.
Like that. They have 2 or 3 tag teams, and then that's it, right? They can, so then you're throwing a bunch of single guys, so there's no chemistry. Where WCW's always had a plethora of tag teams.
Well, even when they would pair 2 single guys to be Sting and Lex Luger, and that kind of made sense,
right?
Sting's in a tag team right now.
Yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember where I heard it, but I just heard someone say Vince's philosophy on tag teams is like form tag teams that only work as tag teams is like I got 2 guys when I could just pay one and for a draw. Like you're talking 2 people to be a draw at where he could just pay 1 guy, and I think that's why they say Vince has always been like that, and that's why we get so many.
Hold on. What
hasn't Rosenberg always said that? I can recall him saying something along that lines when the tag team division wasn't the best.
Yeah,
I'm not. It might have been Bubba Dudley, yo, on Busted Open or something.
It might have been.
It was someone legitimate. It was someone that had talked to like talk. I think it was Bubba who actually, talked and had conversations about that sort of thing.
So my favorite.
So when you think about the WWE, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Tony Brown. I love you, bro.
Well, when you think about the WWE, it's only been a few times where it was a really strong tag team division. Like, okay, if you want to go all the way back, you can go all the way back to like the late 80s. When you had like the Hart Foundation, British Bulldogs, Demolition, Islanders, Rougeos, and all them. Right, it was a whole lot of teams then. It seemed like they were real adamant about pushing tag teams then. But then after that, you got to go down the line a whole damn near 10 years before you get a whole bunch of tag teams that was really popping again. I'm talking about when it was maybe Edge and Christian, Hardy Boys and the Dudleys, and who else was around that? Them teams like that.
Mm-hmm.
You get the APA,
Then I'm real hard pressed to think about another time. Probably like maybe
80s.
like 5 years ago, something.
Yeah,
like
you'd
that.
have to go when we were young.
You had to go back to Killer Bees and Rougeau Brothers. And,
that time.
You know what I mean? Strike Force.
When they was really gimmicks, when they was really you had to have the same gear on and everything.
And they own, Whenever you get 10 tag teams on them long ass Survivor Series matches where it'd be like everybody wrapped around the damn ring, you can't see what the hell going on. It ain't been a lot of those in a long time.
They would do it in NXT. There'd be War Raiders. There'd be Undisputed Era, Street Profits.
Literally AEW.
Yeah, AOP.
AOP.
Altars of Pain.
The Revival, they were building a solid tag division that once they went into the main roster, like Ron just said in the comments, like one gets injured, that's what killed AOP. One got injured, when he came back, the other one got injured. So
same thing happened with the Revival too. Yeah. Like one guy get hurt, they didn't come back, and then 2 weeks later the other one hurt. So.
And then they was doing weirdly weird promo stuff with the club. That stuff.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I don't like to remember about that. You had Kevin Nash putting gloves on, giving animals and shit. Yeah,
They
got
really let's move right along.
Moving right along, we was talking about tag teams. I'd be remiss without mentioning that we're actually recording on what would have been, I guess, Shad Gaspard's 41st birthday. Piece of Shad Gaspard. I don't know what anybody's doing. Shad Gaspard. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna
figure it out.
We're gonna figure it out. That's rest in peace, bro. You
respects to Shad.
Shouts out the fathers. Shouts out to Drip's father.
Shout out to Big Mike.
Shouts out
Black Irish.
So AJ and Omos is just done now. That's a wrap.
Yeah,
I hope so.
I mean, AJ's been in NXT. He was in NXT this week.
AJ, went against the Grayson boy, beat him.
It does look like Drip. Yeah. He got shorter hair. Y'all go to the same barber though.
Yeah, hair cuttery.
Hey, we don't nobody got. I don't got the right.
What is that?
Get him out of here, Tony.
I don't got the right goddamn.
Tony Brown, get the Quebec out of here.
We bring up the fabulous Rougeos for once in a damn blue moon, and then somebody come talking.
This say French fries. All
American boy.
Yves Saint Laurent. You know what I mean?
Dino Bravo.
He was looking for NHL scores.
Wait.
Yeah, let's get Frenchie Martin ass up on out of here.
Wait, all right. So
Frenchie Martin, good reference. I like that.
USA is not okay.
Wednesday night, as AEW was on, I wasn't watching. I can't watch. Shouts to Terry. We can't. You can't watch. I can't watch when it's on. I'm sorry, Keeks. I don't give a fuck. But in offline, Drip said, "Cal, I need you to watch CM Punk Wardlow." It may have been about 30 minutes later. I saw Eve, piece to Eve, Black Announce Table. He retweeted or he quote tweeted the end of the match where CM Punk won with a schoolboy.
Q.
After getting, he got how many?
He had 10.
9 of them. It was
That's
9
not-
of them.
He
That's not-
suplex city his ass, and then he get him with the roll up.
The Powerbomb Orchestra, is, I think what they're calling that.
Yes, the Powerbomb Symphony.
Yeah.
That's
But
crazy.
What do you think of CM Punk?
I don't.
I like that energy.
I like it.
So
Since day one.
I didn't like him.
I'm sorry.
When he was in the Indies. Because
Damn.
he just seemed like he was always that guy, and we saw it come out. Nothing's ever his fault.
It's really Aaron Rodgers.
You know, he
Or Bret Hart, you know.
he doesn't get the push.
No, Bret Hart should go.
Guys, he gets injured. It's somebody else's fault.
Bret Hart, you know.
He's I don't know. I just he's talented, but I don't like his style of wrestling. I don't like the character. It just seems like he's always bitching. I mean, God, if you hate it that much, then just stay away. Shit. It's not that hard. You made a lot of money. Just go back to Chicago and shut the fuck up.
That's what I like to hear.
That is what they say about this man. That's what they say about this
like
man
it.
too.
Oh, I know.
And apparently the match,
Drop the bomb.
SGG tweeted it because some account had side by side that was the ending of a Bret Hart Diesel match. The same exact thing, that a beaten down Bret Hart, schoolboy Diesel and won. So Punk is running back Bret Hart matches, which is it's a very disappointing.
Please don't make me do it. I'll do it.
But you know what? I'll tell you what. If you look at Hart and you look at Punk,
one can talk, the other is Bret Hart.
Yeah.
no, because I watch Hart, and at least Hart could wrestle.
Okay, here we go.
Hart could wrestle, right? Because very few guys could do in that era what Hart did. Very few guys went from a tag team title holder, even though he was clearly more talented than Neidhart, but Neidhart was his teammate.
Big
Right.
And Neidhart could talk.
Right.
Neidhart was a character. Yeah, he was definitely a character.
He had the twist in the mustache. He was.
We're gonna lose our manners.
Hart though.
Math can't do this.
Hart could wrestle. Every time
Sorry.
I watch CM Punk wrestle, it just doesn't feel.
You got that off. I'm not doing that right now. I'm not doing it right now. Sorry.
But I was going to ask you guys real quick about day one. So the women's title match.
No.
Oof. Shouts out to Liv Morgan. That
was the first time.
My heart goes out to her.
That was the first time I've seen her, and I regret not seeing her a lot earlier because, god damn, she carried that match for 95% of the match.
What is the goddamn for, Big Mike?
It doesn't matter, whatever she wants it to be.
Okay.
Jersey.
Talk about it.
Jersey.
But
Big Mike horny.
I thought she was really talented.
No, she was going in. She was doing work.
And I just wonder if some of that I'm not saying that Becky's not good, but I just wonder if some of that is backroom. Rollins, Rollins has got to keep her happy so he can do what he wants to do, and there's a little bit of power couple, because
that's been there too. That's been there.
If she loses the title, she doesn't want to go as much, so now Seth doesn't get to go as much, or maybe that pushes Seth's back a little bit. I could see that. That seems like something that would happen in WWE to me. But I thought Liv Morgan was phenomenal. I thought she could really wrestle. I think she's good on the mic.
Most importantly, that
big time botch. Beck.
The ending of
she's trash, yo.
Where you're like, no wonder this company is still stuck in its ways.
Yeah, it about 15 minutes into it, I'm like, I knew what was gonna happen. Like it just come on. It felt like the same way when I watched E get pinned by Lesnar. It was like, why do we have to squash this up and coming talent?
It wasn't a squash though, was it?
Well,
he took the.
Where did she go from here?
We're not gonna argue
the title run, not the match.
The title run.
I forgot y'all niggas though watch wrestling. I guess.
What you mean?
Who?
Y'all niggas.
What are you talking about?
Y'all niggas watch wrestling too long, man.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
But say
What?
more.
We're not gonna have the same argument. Don't even worry about it.
No, what are you talking?
He's
Like
confused.
we
He's
just
confused.
said that he shouldn't have took the pin. That's it. We just
I just don't think he
agreed.
That's
should
what
take
he's saying. He said
And
don't bring that up again.
And I explained why.
I understand.
No, we
why.
weren't.
I understand why.
I wasn't
but
getting into it. I'm just.
I just
explaining that
think-
he shouldn't have took the fucking pin.
I think if they owed E anything, you don't take the pin. That's all. That's all. I mean, that's just my opinion don't matter. But
That sets up the Big E. I didn't get pinned. I didn't lose.
I didn't get pinned.
This year.
I can go back at Lesnar, but we
Right.
not. My cousin said don't discuss this.
Well,
shit.
I will say I think the difference is between Big E eating the pin and Liv eating the pin is
and then we discussed this shit some more.
no. What I'm trying to transition is what I'm saying. I think
Look what it's caused. We don't know what's going to happen at Rumble, at Elimination Chamber, at Mania. Now.
what I'm saying is it's a different track where Big E was the champ and people wanted things to go one way. Liv should still be progressing up. She may not have needed to win right now. Maybe she wins in a year or two, but she needed to show people that, hey, I could jump on this rope and then hit you with this damn power bomb and make people think, damn, I might almost could win this match. And you know what? Then she went on the bump a week and a half later, taking pictures with 6 or 7 different old women. Liv care, but Liv don't care.
But no, she needed to win that, Cal, because now she'll be Braun Strowman.
What I'm saying is
the trigger when Braun Strowman was having his run.
Yeah, they're never gonna pull that trigger.
I mean,
In order to make new stars, you have to actually push them.
I'm glad you said that, because I think we're in a point where we're realizing that some people just aren't that person. There's a lot of people that just want to be in WWE. Like, as much as people talk about, Forbidden Doors and who's going to AEW, whatever, who's coming up from Impact or ROH, there's some people that grew up watching the WWF and they want to, you wild Antonio. There's some people that are watching the WWF at all their life and they say, hey, at some point I want to do that. I think Liv Morgan would love to be the champion right now, but I think Liv Morgan is also cool putting on a dope match and having people make her trend during a live premium event on a Saturday night because she did fucking good in the match. Like, I don't think Liv is as pressed as people seem to be pressed that night.
Mm-hmm.
And I think her time, she still has time to get there. She's only been really in some of these singles promos for the last year or two. And it's been a lot of starts. This has been the most she's been able to get towards a champion. So let people do their thing and progress.
Because right now this is like the most over that she has been up to this point.
For y'all finally realize it. I've been seeing it.
Usually when it comes to WWE, usually when somebody is on the way to possibly one of these days being the champion, sometimes they'll give you a match to show, first of all, that you can hang in the title match and in the main event and in those matches. So even if you don't win it,
that's that Triple H shit.
4 months from now, 6 months from now, 8 months from now, that you won't win. It's like think about, do we talk about Chris Benoit on here? Because he kind of don't exist. He kind of like
we ain't them. That should be the name of the episode. We ain't them.
We ain't them. But like you remember a time where there was a match where he had a few matches. He wrestled The Rock, he wrestled Steve Austin, he wrestled Kurt Angle, and it was he ain't winning them matches, but you knew there was going to be a time where Tony Brown. My mama said, "Do you drink whiskey?" Yeah, I do. Why she want to know? She want to come drink something with me?
Yeah, she may. You gonna watch the Eagles game?
But real quick,
right now.
She'll watch the Eagles game with you.
I watch that day, but no. But wait, really, what I'm saying. But sometimes, some of these wrestlers, they might not win it on their first big shot. But just showing that they can have those kind of matches and them kind of programs, they can win those. They may go on to win those championships down the line. So we'll see what happens with Liv. Me personally, not a huge fan of Liv. I mean, if she win the title, that's cool. But
she may or she may not.
I'm looking forward to this Belanca thing coming back around.
Remember when Becky Lynch turned heel? against Charlotte Flair. She won the match for the imagine if she didn't win the match for the title. She wouldn't have any of this. So you have to pull that triggers what I'm saying. They can't just hope and pray like it'll like work out 3 months later, 6 months later with Liv Morgan. Roman will be dead by then.
Well, don't you think with there being so many pay-per-views, letting her win at day one doesn't hurt when there's another one 4 weeks later and she drops it there.
Like for the regular.
No, you're right. That's what they usually do. They have that one or they'll have the Rumble and then they'll have the buffer pay-per-view before they get to the Mania to correct everything. Right. You can play around right now. This is why Brock Lesnar's champion.
Right. So why is it okay? Why can't Liv win it, go on Raw, have a big, look at me, get jumped by Becky, get her ass kicked. Now we got something for Rumble.
Drop.
And she drops it. And then now you got something to really spearhead to Mania. Maybe you throw somebody else in there, and now you have some storyline. But by Becky carrying the match and then losing, it's like, okay, there's your shot. I'll see you here. Now you're the second match out, the next pay-per-view, right? It's just like,
see at the Survivor Series or something like that. Yeah.
I like Liv. I don't care what nobody say. Liv doing the thing. It's again for as much flack as people give Liv Morgan. When I sit through that AEW Dynamite and watch what's going on over there, y'all is really funny. How many times they got to turn the fucking lights off for people to enter the ring?
Every other match.
Every other segment. Every 5 minutes.
That was.
I thought Vampiro was gonna come out. Shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like I seen this so long ago. Like this is cutting edge. This got your hype like that?
I mean, what's your guys' thought? Do you think WWE? I think what we're seeing rear its head in WWE is them being the only one that had some place to wrestle for so long. They got a little complacent.
No, 100%, 100%.
Yeah,
and so of course, AEW is the cast offs or whatever, however you want to look at it, but. McMahon recycling that. Well, I'm going to bring Lesnar in because he's this guy, and we're going to shock the world. It didn't shock anybody.
There's always the break glass.
Like Matt said, it was like watching Hogan again come out. Right? You don't see Hogan for 6 months. He shows up 2 weeks before Mania, and now he's wrestling giant. Right?
Next thing you know, he's going to come through win the belt. Yeah. I mean, WrestleMania 9 type shit. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I'd rather. It just felt a little recycled, and it's like, I think the difference you hear McMahon say, he has to get off the fact that he thinks he invented professional wrestling, right? You hear him talk. I'm in the wrestling business. Ted Turner was in. I'm in entertainment, wrestling. Wrestling, whatever.
I'm in the wrestling.
It's never going to happen though. It's not. He's too old. He's just so set in his ways, and he's got Netflix helping him make documentaries. Like it's not going to happen. This stuff will change after his era, and maybe it might take a couple of people after that for it to really. Right. I might be in the old folks' home watching fucking Monday Night Raw in the room and oh shit, look, this is totally different than it was when we was on the pod with Big Mike. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, and I think that's one thing that sooner or later, the only way to get better is through change. Mm-hmm. Right. And they have to realize that sooner or later you're going to have to give somebody who you may not have 100% confidence in, or somebody who's not going to have the biggest pop. You may have to push them through.
Rock, it doesn't.
That's a good point. We may need to bring Rock on at some point to talk about that. But
throw that back up.
The Brock Lesnar.
It doesn't always mean something. We all don't want to see that shit.
Those are the people who watch weekly, though. He's saying the people who only tune in when they see Brock. He's saying the casual fans, the people that fall off every few weeks or something,
or every few 6 months or whatever.
Yeah,
right. I mean, if you follow it, and you're on websites, you're watching podcasts, you're looking at message boards, and you're watching everything you could watch. You predict what what their next move is. Oh, well, he's gonna win. We're gonna push him, right? We're not gonna push him. You know, I mean, I was telling Davis when I got here, I always read Vince Russo's little thing he puts up because I hate him. So, but it was like he said right away, he feels that what happened to Big E is just a McMahon squash, and how he's going to be. He feels in his heart that that's he's just kind of put out the pasture because
that's it for him?
And I hate to see that happen because he's got 5 years left of top premium run, so let him run.
Let me ask you a question. And this is actually more so for everybody else. What was the last baby face that had a run?
Would have been Kofi, right?
Last baby face that had a run, like a successful run, like a run where it was
run that everybody was like, "Oh, now this is
what's a run?"
Like Roman is on an amazing run right now.
What's a run?
A run is where not the amount of time, but
that would have been the first scene of the US.
But that a run that people enjoyed, like people liked it. They liked, and they.
I don't know if you're gonna say Cena, but it would probably be John Cena.
Summer Cena,
super outlier because baby faces normally don't have big successful runs. People usually don't like. They love the chase. They love that period of time when they have,
Bianca Belair from January of last year to SummerSlam.
Yeah,
and
everybody hated how that ended, right?
That's the end, though. That's different.
She beats.
What was the run?
Yeah, it was. She won. You've got Sasha Banks at WrestleMania, which was the historic ESPYs moment. And there was the Rolling Loud thing. That's seen as a historic thing because that was WWE in a different event. But what you said? What?
Her and Bayley had that good feud, and the match at Hell in a Cell was good.
Her and Bayley was good,
and that was it.
And
that was it, right? And then she lost.
Big and still winning the Rumble.
She was to do that. Her and Bayley was before Mania.
No, Bayley. It was like briefly before Mania, but then they went to pay-per-view after Mania.
Right.
And then they was going to circle back around to that rematch with her and Sasha.
But then she got hurt.
That's when.
But the Bayley stuff that was important was the stuff before Sasha for Mania, right? The picking up of Otis on the back and all that was the real run.
Yeah, and that's why they're still doing stuff with her, like the dewdrop spot. You know what I mean, to mimic the Andre thing a couple of weeks ago. It tells you that they're invested in her, but they will. We're gonna get there. But
she had Carmella, right? Yeah, she had Carmella for a minute.
Banks.
Oh yeah, they did.
No, Bianca wrestled Carmella at Rolling Loud as champion.
Oh yeah, no. Well, I mean, that made me feud because when Sasha Banks couldn't make it, they did the Carmella thing, and then Becky Lynch showed up. So yeah, you're kind of right with that. It was
Asuka.
You guys remember Asuka runs? I remember her on television getting over every single week. Do I remember her championship runs?
She was
undefeated.
She would run. The Kabuki Warriors one where they were tag team champions. She was champion, but she was a heel. She wasn't a babyface. So that's not in this conversation, right?
Correct.
True.
That was a more impactful run. I would say.
I mean, and it's all right. Wrestling, especially wrestling, is like movies, especially WWE, where.
Did you say movies?
Movies.
No.
Oh.
This is not an episode of The Sopranos.
It's not funny.
No, it was funny. No, that was funny. That was it's okay to laugh. It's okay to laugh.
I thought you said movies. I'm sorry.
It's okay to laugh because they call us every mob
Big
movie.
Mike, relax.
No, it's okay. It was funny. It was funny. It was funny. It is all right. It is all right. Well, go ahead, fam. Man. You said it's like the movies.
It's like the movies, man. There aren't a whole lot of new stories. Tropes are something that are always going to be there. Conventions, like commonplace themes that we will always see. You know what I mean? We'll always see the cowardly heel. We'll always see the monster heel. We'll always see, you know what I'm saying? We'll always see these type of things in pro wrestling. And the fact is, I just don't, I think, yeah, we've seen things before, but we'll always see a version. And because of how we think of pro wrestling, we'll always compare everything to everything else. So even if it's not a 1-to-1, we'll be like, but it's just like,
yeah.
Shout out to the barbershop window happening 30 years ago, right?
Yeah, that was all over everybody's timeline. I was thinking, because fam, you asked the other day about what was the shit you said on the timeline? You said, when did everybody realize that wrestling was
how'd you find out it was a work?
Yeah, how'd you find out? I was thinking about when I was realizing that, like, I might have thought that shit was a work a while ago, but I was a fan of Shawn Michaels throwing that motherfucker through the window. Like, I was always a fan of heels. I think I like baby faces, but I always wanted to see
the heel do some dastardly shit.
And it wasn't even like, he was just like, Marty, you ain't shit. I'm wrestling circles around you, and I'm gonna throw you through this motherfucking window. I'm sorry.
He didn't do a damn thing to Marty. Janetta tried to dive through the window to escape. What an act of cowardism.
Well, it's like that's okay.
Funny.
So if you compare it to Star Wars, Darth Vader carried the whole franchise. Right? He's your heel. He carries the whole franchise.
Well, he's the baby. You find out he was the baby.
But I mean, you wanted to see who was going to go up against Vader. It was always, it didn't matter who it was. You wanted to see that, right? And you know, that's part of the reason why Flair had such a long run, right?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was also a white man. It's true. It's true. I mean, it helped. It helped.
Yeah, but Flair was a hell of a heel.
He was a hell of a heel. No, 100. The Horseman stuff on NWA. I mean, that was. They were popular. It wasn't like people were booing them. The women in the crowd, they had. I remember always seeing they would throw the camera to the crowd to be a guy dressed up like he was going to walk. He'd be looking like Michael J. Fox out there on ringside. Yeah, it was. They were a thing.
Little ratty looking wang rats out there talking. Woo! Yeah, they was loving it. I know.
Well, you was there with him, right, Tony Brown?
Huh?
You was in the back. You was in Gorilla. Like, damn.
Well, you don't want me to get into that shit. I was gonna be the fourth horseman back in 87. Y'all don't even remember that. But see, let me tell you what happened. Then they get a Larry Fole, a Lex Luger, and he come in, and all of a sudden they come to me. They say, well, Tony, listen, this is what we gonna do. Well, we gonna put you with Paul Jones, and then we gonna put Lex. We're going to put the new boy, Lex, we're going to put him in the Horseman instead. See, I was supposed to replace Ole. But then they gave the spot to Lex. And then I cussed Dusty Rhodes' ass out.
So they was going to replace the guy who always said, hold on. Never mind. Never mind.
Don't worry about it. Wait, you was tag teaming with number one Paul Jones?
I wasn't tag teaming with him. See, it was gonna be Paul Jones on it. See, it was gonna be Paul Jones as the manager. And then it's gonna be me, Rick Rude, Manny Fernandez, the Raging Bull.
Right. No, right.
My man, the Barbarian, and my man Pez Watley. And we was all gonna be like a little crew, right? We was gonna be like the second level under the Horseman, because of course the Horseman, the top heels and shit. I wanted to be one of the Horsemen. I said, God damn it, Dusty, you ain't gonna railroad me like this. The hell with this shit. And then you know, he fired me, he sent me home. And that's what happened.
Sorry to hear that.
It could have been me. I could have been one of the Horsemen, that's all I'm saying, downtown.
No,
but we done slid, we done got off course here. But yeah, Ric Flair and the Horseman, I tell you, it was the pinnacle. I tell you. Now I had just as many female fans, but I mean, hey, the Horseman's the Horseman. Just saying. Iceman King
to join the four horsemen, Tony Brown,
Pez, and Rocky Kang. Oh hell, Rocky Kang. Get the hell out of here. But
Shelly Belly.
Tiger Conway Jr.
Tony Brown, Drip up there talking filthy up there to you.
Super filthy.
What is you saying now, Drip? What are you saying, Drip? Talk to me.
He's gonna write a check you can't cash.
Facts.
You damn right.
As a champion,
I can cash all the checks.
you really put the title on the line this weekend. That's crazy.
That shit
Did we,
coming
did
right
we,
back.
did we finish?
when I
Like,
catch up to
did
that
we
goddamn
explain that fully?
Yeah.
You started to cut your little weird promo, but then we didn't.
There's a football game this weekend, right?
Yeah, wild card weekend
Wild card weekend. It's going to be the Cowboys
of Dallas. Yeah, the Cowboys
of Dallas versus the 49ers of San Francisco. Where's your hat, Drip? Where's your hat? Where's that weak ass hat you got?
Weak ass.
Hey, where's this weak ass hat? There you go. Your 49ers. They're playing a wild card game this weekend, and
Kiss my ass, Cal.
are they not? Look at that damn hat. I know that hat. I know that hat wasn't
This
cheap too.
motherfucker got on a whole disguise. Like, who the hell is that? Rip, is that true? You on a stakeout?
This
Is somebody
man.
posting like Jabba the Hutt?
Look like they getting ready to have him do the purple.
Maga Basa Pie.
But yeah, so Fam has the Cowboys.
Mhm.
I have the Niners, and the winner is the
Why
champion.
would you do that?
I asked. He wants to do it. He's a champ. You could.
Prediction.
You gonna lose half of my title to this motherfucker?
It ain't half of yours. It's all of mine.
Who's gonna win? I don't watch football like that. I don't know. I watch it when y'all talk about it on the timeline.
Cause
It's simple.
I told him don't
it's
ever.
not simple, but it's
Drip, if you hold that title for a week, I'm gonna be disappointed.
I told him you can't. Don't bet with your heart.
Don't bet with your heart.
he bet with his heart and bet his whole ass.
I don't want that. I just
Well, it's yours. It's coming with it.
this in the belt.
You hold on to that. You hold on to that. Just send me the hardware. That's crazy. No, that's crazy. Have y'all been paying attention to this MLW suing the WWE?
Wow.
Saw a little something about it. I couldn't really get what the hell they was getting at, but speak on
They
Exactly.
well, remember MLW had a show. Did they have a couple of shows on Vice? There was that one show.
Yeah.
I guess that was supposed to be the beginning of a thing, but there's word.
I've always said this, by the way. I've said this the entirety of this podcast.
And the old episodes listen to you say it then too. Yeah, in 2018.
There was a it alleges that when MLW was in talks with Vice TV in early 2021, so this is literally a year ago, to air programming, they said that an executive warned Vice TV that Vince McMahon was pissed that Vince was airing MLW programming and that Vice should stop working with MLW. The funny thing is they said that the person at Vice was like, yo, y'all know this shit is illegal, right? And they were like, you know what? Vince McMahon don't care. He ain't worrying about none of y'all, which I could see that being a thing that happened, but I don't know. Only because wouldn't Vince be more pissed off at Dark Side of the Ring?
See, remember when this was announced, I said Vice was only in this to save face because they had Dark Side of the Ring. They were never in we're going to be
the wrestling business.
A wrestling channel. No, they
had a lot of wrestling on though.
They had to cover their ass with the Dark Side of the Ring. They just wanted to expose.
They had a couple of they had the Wrestlers documentary about like indie international wrestling.
And it's all about how bad it is, Cal Silver, the positive. They had the doc. They had.
They only took. They never gave.
Yes.
No fact. No, that's fact. I mean, but that's kind of what they've always done, right? They go to the hood. They go to.
That's really what that's what all pro wrestling does.
Well,
that's what Tony Khan does.
No, but I'm saying the outlet in general though.
Owns Impact Wrestling does.
That's what Vice does though. Is what I'm saying. Like it's not just a wrestling thing. That's what the channel channel shows you that stuff. Yeah, that's why you have the channel. But there was also something about Stephanie McMahon stepping to Tubi because MLW had a Tubi thing. I don't. Again,
WWE caring about Tubi.
Again, it's one of those things where you have to.
Tubi ain't nothing but a bunch of nigga movies from Detroit. Excuse me, Mike and Drip. I'm sorry. I apologize, but am I lying?
What the fuck is nigga movies?
Have you ever seen Buffs? It's a movie Buffs with glasses. Have you ever seen a movie?
Print. We need Print to talk about nigga movie. We need Prim on the podcast to have that. We cannot have the nigga movie conversation without Prim.
Hey, boy, that boy right there, he funny as hell.
Prim is funny as shit.
He is.
Wait,
he
no.
He did a thing on King of New York, and he said, "Yeah,
the King of New York was hilarious."
Walking. Now he Christopher running. I seen that story. It was funny as hell. Funny as hell, boy.
No, this is weird. Fam, did you see? I didn't watch it yet, but he dropped the episode for Pursuit of Happiness. Did you watch it?
Yeah, me and the missus watched it last night.
Shit, I'm gonna watch it after we record.
Before
I go to bed, I'm gonna watch it.
That's the movie. That's the movie.
He all-star.
Buff up. I'm not watching that.
Why not?
What the hell is that?
Because it's called. Hey, yo,
Ray,
don't do that, Rock.
Reyna is on Amazon Prime currently. Shouts out to Johnny. Actually, you know what? Queen PR was on Twitter talking about. I don't know if she was watching clips. Buffed Up is crazy. Buffed Up the movie is crazy. Queen PR, I think, was watching Reyna the other day. I had to.
She asked me to send her the link.
I found there's a conversation out there. Shouts out to 9-7 Entertainment. Shouts out to Ak and all that. I found the conversation we had June 2020 about some. Again, we connect like Legos. So when fam is like, "Yo, can you talk to the cast and crew of Reyna about Reyna?" Hell yeah, I'm gonna sit on y'all on the Zoom with y'all for an hour talking about. This amazing short that's on Amazon right now. You got Amazon Prime. You can see Yohimbe. You can see Johnny Boy. You can see all that.
Yo,
shouts out to Reyna.
Funny part,
got cut, yo.
You have more?
Yeah.
So a lot of that slow motion scene where they got the I mean.
Oh, this
it was dialogue.
Okay. What you was in the air? Talking shit.
I'm gonna be honest. I was sitting watching a little piece of it online the other day, and Cuz said when he was doing it, he was channeling somebody else.
No.
I'm sitting there watching it like I see it. I see it. He's not acting. This is an impression.
That's an impression.
This is family, right?
Very good one.
That's good.
The funny part, there's a part where he switched with the. I was like, I see him do that one time.
I gotta rewatch. I watched it the one time. I will say when Queen was talking about it, and I had to find because I didn't know where the conversation was, so I had to find that to send it to her. I said, "Fuck it, let me make sure I buy this shit." So I bought the movie in HD on Amazon. Again, you should. Reyna, it's only 25 minutes, and it's
25 cents. It's like $1. Go cop Reyna.
It ain't $1. It's like a dime bag, but I mean, it's worth it. Just to see this nigga.
Hey, yo, Prim's got to do Reyna, yo.
He was dude.
Yo, we might need to offline about Prim. That's.
Yeah, put it on Patreon.
Hey, yo, the Reyna watch along is definitely happening on Patreon.
I still haven't seen it. I'm waiting for the Patreon.
Hey, come on!
You haven't seen it yet?
You watch all these movies dripping. You ain't seen this.
You've seen 8,000 Fast and Furious movies. You've not spent 30 minutes watching Reyna.
30 minutes.
I watch Reyna every week.
Those Fast and Furious movies.
You said I watch Reyna. You ain't even seen Reyna.
I haven't seen any of the Fast and Furious movies.
Good,
because you're smart.
Facts.
so bad.
The only good ones got The Rock in it. What?
Hey, you need to leave now, okay?
That's
What?
Funny. That's funny. You can leave now with some wild shit.
Yo, Vin is amazing. That nigga stupid.
Your eye okay as well. Your eye okay as well. Is there anything? Did y'all see? Actually, you know what? We talked about the WWE releases on NXT last week, and I guess after we recorded, word came out that Samoa Joe got released again.
Yeah, I saw that.
Where does he go?
Why you keep? I mean, yo, it's like the chick that get cheated on. She keep going back. He gonna do it to other girls still the whole time. He gonna keep doing it. He on it.
So you know what? Davis said something. He came over the other night and he said something that I was going to ask your guys' thoughts on it. Was remember in the Montreal Screwjob when Bret Hart's wife looks at Triple H and she said, "You're going to get yours."
Mm-hmm.
You think this little stint here of Triple H kind of getting all this is kind of his little bit of comeuppance? I mean, Shawn Michaels actually got whacked. Now he can see both directions. So there's his, you know, is this Triple H?
Maybe.
Because I feel like he did a really good job, but, you know, he's still a douche.
Yeah. That's exactly. I love NXT. I hated that.
I mean,
Triple H.
So you finally paying the
I
price
don't
for all of
know
the golden shovel moves and all that?
I just don't think there's been a successful non-douche in professional wrestling.
That's true.
You got to have a little bit of that, yeah.
Well, I mean, you got to be cutthroat, right? I mean, it's a nightly business, right? You got to hustle. It's hustle, right? I mean, I can say it. You know, I was a country club hustler for a long time, right? So
Hey, this
I
big
get it.
shit.
You know, I get it, but
What you was doing, Big Mike?
huh?
What you was doing? Like
Mad interested now.
What you was doing, Big Mike?
Don't you think that a little bit of it is Vince's ego?
Most of it is.
Yeah,
it's all his ego.
There's a good percentage of that, yeah.
I mean,
it's like, let me show you how to do it for real. Like, I mean,
right.
let me show you how.
I mean, and he seems like he's the type of guy that no matter what his kids do,
both,
they're not going to get that job.
100%, 100%.
Right? I mean, it's and it's sad.
I think it was Stephanie's job to lose, and I think she lost.
She lost it.
Yeah,
she lost it by doing a good job.
Yeah,
she did a good job.
No,
well,
I mean, she takes credit for everything.
Yeah, but so does Vince. I mean, that's the McMahon way.
Wait, what is Stephanie McMahon's position right now? Stephanie,
Chief brand officer.
Doggy.
She
Vince's daughter.
My wife.
She's for real CBO. Isn't that what's the name's position?
Brandi.
Yeah.
They want to be fake Triple H and stuff.
Heifer.
That's the. That's Big Mike.
Oh,
Big
boy.
Mike pop. Big Mike. Hold on, one more time.
Like high school all over again.
I'm sorry. That was good. No, I like that he popped for that. It's weird. No, it's weird though. If it like the numbers on the board for Steph, and should I not be comparing them?
No, that's what Brandi Rhodes wants.
Yeah, that's what she wants.
She wants us to compare.
Yes,
because Cody want to be goddamn Hunter or Paul.
No, he wants to be Hunter because Paul doesn't exist.
Steph got more wins than Brandi, though, right? What's a Brandi win as a CBO?
Nothing.
Jade Cargill.
Goddamn thing.
No, I'm not gonna say.
It's
It'll
funny.
never not be funny.
Wait. Is that what happened? She had to be called a heifer to win the title.
So hold on, because there's a conversation that we needed to have, and I don't know if we had it last week or not.
Play that heifer thing one more time.
Hold up.
Hey, that's mad.
That much taller than that.
Money, that's mad.
She is mad taller than her, isn't she?
I mean, that's a lunch line brawl waiting to happen.
That's facts. Facts. Sorry.
God, that is a big woman, man. That is a big,
lovely
woman.
That's your TBS champion.
Yeah.
All right, and now on the her last promo against what's buddy that looked like he wear what's the white guy that looked like he wear the
Smart Mark
Nike
Sterling.
Monarch? Huh?
Smart Mark Sterling, Jade.
What?
No. The guy that's with Scorpio Sky.
Yeah.
Oh, Dan Lambert.
Yeah. Darian Lambert.
Daryl Lambert.
Jack Lambert.
He out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Outlander. It can only be one.
Nice.
Not high, but no. She came out there and he said I was a black belt. He said, "Oh, I got a black belt," and she was like, "You got a black belt? Well, I'm a black." I was like, "Come on, hold on, yo."
Yeah.
Then, right after that, Jade come out and cut promo, flex her arms, and saying, "I'm that bit." Like, yo, why is there consistently black women on your television?
There were posters in the crowd.
It was.
Why is that? With as many white folks that are into your brand, why is that your thing? Like, all right, my nigga, at some point, you have to read a room, my nigga. Like,
I want to say that the Cargill shit is a bit different.
I just don't like it.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Comfortable with a company that has been accused of not doing the best thing along with racial issues or whatever. There's been talk of inclusion issues, blah blah blah. True or false? If that's the talk, your black women should not be calling themselves out of their name on your television right now.
Repeatedly.
Yeah, it's corny.
But again, they don't have anybody backstage to let them know that that's a good or bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Like Max Caster isn't talking to Tony Khan about how you describe a black woman and what shot you're putting up there. Like it's that man's show to sink or fail. I'm sorry.
But
Someone asked me.
Need somebody backstage to tell them. They should know that already.
Yeah,
100%. 100%.
I mean, if you're a person, you should know that.
Facts.
Right? I mean, you wouldn't do it to a different race. Why do it to that race? Right?
100%.
So it's either a conscious effort or an ignorant effort.
Facts. Thank you.
God, get
Thank you.
off the show. Give Mike his own box.
Because this is what I be saying, but people don't hear.
You talking about from Jade Cargill?
No, I mean if that's what it takes.
Yes, champion.
Because I could tell you, in my industry, and I'll try to make it short. When Tiger Woods came out, okay, my industry, as far as professionals, we didn't say, "Oh, well, he's the best black golfer."
Right.
We said he's the best golfer.
Right.
There was a side of the industry that said, we're going to promote this black golfer. And it's like, why can't you just promote the golfer? Right? It's no different than saying Christian McCaffrey is a good white running back and Lamar Jackson's a good black quarterback. Why can't you just say, look at the running back, look at the quarterback, look at the golfer, look at this woman wrestler, right? So if you have to consciously divert from what you're trying to do, then you're ignorant, right?
Big Mike,
and if you're doing, you can make a mistake. We all make them, but if you're doing it week in, week out, that's a conscious effort to let somebody know where they stand, and that's not what we should see.
Yeah, really quick, Keeks. I understand that, but consistently on your TV, it doesn't matter. They can tell her no. They can say, "Nah, this is not a good idea for us right now."
Right.
So,
which is the whole point of what Big Swole is trying to say, right? Is that the people who come up with ideas that are maybe scared because they'll get rejected or because they pretty much have a lot of say over their gimmicks and their promos. Because Tony Khan just kind of like go out and be who you want to be. He's not going to be the Vince McMahon and tinker this and that. But so when someone comes up with something that they think will work, no matter how stereotypical it is, he's gonna just let it go. And him again probably being ignorant to the fact that maybe that wouldn't look the best considering this happened before and all that. Again, that's look up Matt Caster got away with saying, and some people are like, it's a little too far, maybe. Or
Yeah.
Well, it's no different than back in the day when Eddie Guerrero came down in a lowrider.
But again, the worst version of that was the Mexicals. They came out on the lawnmowers. And
Right. I mean, that's really
Jesus.
crazy. I mean, or,
that's in the same year.
Yeah, it's the same year. Yeah.
05. It's like,
yeah.
Jeez.
And like, and like I told Davis, I said, so if Davis became a professional wrestler because he's pale, guess who's Irish? Go get him, lad. Like,
nah, facts.
Right? I mean, it's like, come on. Like, I look at Drew McIntyre. I'm like, he's Portuguese. He's so tan.
Portuguese is funny.
Scottish people, they don't tan, they burn. So, I mean, that's not,
Davis would have to have a shamrock or something on his trunks.
He'd have to be in a full suit because it'd be a glare, right?
He need the top hat and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just, it's stupid. It's ignorant. And
it is ignorant. Ignorant is the word.
And those are the parts that I say that I could. I don't. When that shit happens, then I won't watch it. I'll wait for the match to start. I'll go do something else. Come back. Wait for that stupid shit to get over, and let's see the product.
That's my thing with AEW. Like outside of the fuckery, the whatever. Because even all right, I didn't know who Daniel Garcia was. I saw Daniel Garcia because he wore a pair of Uptowns when he beat somebody up, and they had him on one of the wrestling sneaker accounts on Instagram the other day. So when I saw that it was Sammy Guevara and Daniel Garcia as the main event of Dynamite, I was like, oh shit, I get to see my man's work. And they had a good match. I mean, at least up until when niggas started interfering, and then the finish, and then all that other shit. Like, he can go, but at a certain point, it's like, I really just don't understand. I don't get it. I don't think they get it, which is, I think, the big problem with all this shit. If it's only Tony Khan saying, "Hey, you guys do whatever you want to do."
It really is the inmates run the asylum. You can see the opening promo. As much as I, love the Undisputed Era and all that, though, that's all those guys wanting to come up with a storyline where they are going to.
It's real dog eat dog.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
and then you see Cody Rhodes doing his thing where, like, he beats Sammy Guevara in North Carolina with David Crockett hanging the title, and then David Crockett was there again because they were in North Carolina. So there's this interim champ. Cody Rhodes will be back next week because now he'll be cleared. He's gonna have or him and Sammy Guevara has like some ladder match or something to decide the true TNT champion.
I'm not watching that.
And it'll probably get 2 out of 3 falls or something like that. So he can prove again that he's this type of guy. I'm going to put over the young talent. But it's like that you beat the guy and into this title reign for no reason. It was almost the AEW version of Brock and Big E. Like, what was
a lot of that shit is just going to fall flat, I feel, because it's almost like they say, oh, yeah, go on out and do whatever you want to do. Now, you get more freedom. Then you might get in, say, a WWE where you got one man that basically whatever he say is what's gonna go. Now you got a guy that's saying, hey, you guys, y'all go out, say whatever you want to say, call yourself a black bitch if you want to, do whatever you want to do. But you can't. But then when you let everybody go out and do whatever they want to do, then you run into creative problem because everything just gonna run into each other. And then some of the things that everybody obviously want to get over, but then nobody going. Then there's a lot of people that ain't gonna get over. And then it's just going to be everybody just throwing their ideas up against the wall, but not just against the wall, but they also throwing it all out on the screen. Right. And when all of these ideas is coming out there on the screen, then sometimes it's a bad idea. Sometimes bad ideas is just going to go all over. Look, we saw WCW when in them last days. When, I'm sure Vince Russo was just probably every dumbass idea he had was like, oh yeah, let's go out and do it.
Let's do it, yeah.
And probably every dumbass idea that everybody else had was like, oh yeah, sure, go out there and do it. And then we saw what happened. And I'm not gonna say that it's gonna be like WCW in 2000, but I mean it could happen.
It's gonna be I was there. Kerry Silken, who I guess works with Ring of Honor, he spoke with Wrestling Inc. and he was talking about because Ring of Honor and AEW, they've been having conversations from what I understand, and he was speaking about being at a recent AEW show and just the sheer amount of wrestlers who were backstage. It was confusing to me because when you watch Dynamite, even when you watch Dynamite on Hulu, there's like 5 or 6 segmented pieces. You know what I'm saying? There's the MJF segment, there's the Chris Jericho segment, there's Dante Martin, whoever's in, the black people all around, that 10-minute segment, and then the main event. That means Tony Khan is scripting out this 2-hour show. If you got 40, 50 people backstage, there's no way all these people are going to be able to get TV time. Maybe that's why Jay Lethal's thrown out in the middle of a Hobbs and Dante Martin match, because he happened to be backstage, and maybe it makes sense to throw. Maybe because they like trying shit, right?
If you look at that main event with Rivera and Garcia, the layers within it, it's Chris Jericho versus 2.0. It's Eddie Kingston versus Daniel Garcia. It's the inner circle possibly imploding with Santana Ortiz. Eddie Kingston saying, "This guy does nothing for you. Come with me. Like, we can do something." It's layered storytelling is what Tony Khan is trying to do. You see it with CM Punk, MJF Wardlow, Sting and FTR, Darby Allin FTR, with the Pinnacle as a whole. It's every single thing has to have someone else's involvement in it.
That's going to be a little tricky, year 4, year 5.
Yeah.
You can't keep doing that.
I wonder how much Khan really has an idea of what goes out as finished product. Right? He may be a guy who just sits there and says, "Oh, the ratings are good," and then he's got 8 other things to worry about, right? So he could be completely hands off and just be like, I don't sit around and tell the Dolphins how to pick their guys and do this. So or Jaguars, whatever team he owns. Sorry,
somebody need to tell him.
Yeah, but I mean, he may be the guy that shows up Sunday at 11 o'clock for his box at the Jaguars game, kickoff at noon, and he's out at 4. All right, here we go. I got to go do the XYZ. He may not he may just say, "I don't know how to run a wrestling business, but I'm going to bankroll this wrestling business, and the minute this business loses money, that's no longer a profitable business, and I'm out."
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you would hope, I think as a wrestling fan, you would want somebody who wants to put the right product out there.
ROH is doing an invasion storyline with Impact, is what Shelly Belly was saying. That's crazy.
Yeah, they ran down at the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Is the Impact? I read somewhere Impact's going with WWE. Is that right?
They announced Mickie James will be in the Rumble.
Mickie James is going to be in the Rumble. Yeah, they announced a number of the women in the women's Rumble on the 29th. Again,
Nothing else is going to happen. That was just Mickie James.
Well, again, if it was Deonna Purrazzo, that'd be a different situation. Mickie James has history, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the big deal is that they announced her as
Knockouts
champion. She had a match at their pay-per-view after and won that match.
No, 100%.
And they mentioned her being in the Rumble. It's something we've never seen.
Everyone they can find for that match, right? I mean, they brought Edge's wife had a Canadian retirement, so
I'll believe it's something crazy if she's out there with the Impact Knockouts Championship. You know what I mean? You show me that on WWE TV, and I might believe that it's something more than Mickie James just helping out, and because it's a good look. Timeline was going nuts when the Mickie James, because they announced the at least Nikki Bella's confirmed she's able to go back wrestling, but they had a number of women. It was a number of women that they announced that are going to be in the Rumble so far.
How many of those women do you want to see?
A lot of it is just people want the pop. That's why I love the Rumble. It's and then the music hits and everybody wants to see who's going to be coming out. That's all it is. It's really it might be the most fan servicey pro wrestling thing that exists.
Right.
The countdown to the Royal Rumble entrance. That's all it is.
Right. Mm-hmm. It's like Hunger Games.
If you love wrestling like I love wrestling, that means that we love wrestling.
Hey, we don't steal shit. Hey.
No, but you're right. Seeing that come down, you're wondering, okay, who's coming out next?
Right.
Right. And then you hear the music go, now you're excited.
Facts.
and then they walk in and they get thrown out right away. You're like, oh, what the hell?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, they're in there for a minute, and then you're like, all right, yeah, it is a WWE.
Yeah, I mean, when Kelly come out, and hey, she go out in 7 seconds, big deal. Send out the next one.
Still, she wasn't she 24/7 champion?
I'm talking about at the bottom of the screen right there. I don't know what was though. I don't know.
Jade Lethal versus Danielson, Punk, or Moxley's box office.
6 years ago, maybe. Yeah.
Right. I think
Jay Lethal in AEW. I don't know if he's got that kind of.
Yeah, once them braids, no mind.
Is there anything else? Am I missing anything? No.
Not as it.
Y'all got any black rascals of the week?
Pack this shit up.
Who's y'all black rascals of the fam? Who's your black rascal of the week?
I'm gonna go with Swole. Swole has been podcasting, and she was dropping gems on her latest little episode. It's her. I think.
Calling.
Yeah, she's really, really dope at orating. Like she's a dope orator. You know what I'm saying? So
that's why she was good in that back and forth with Britt Baker. She was the one that was really able to set that scene.
She wore Britt like a backpack.
Talk about it. Who's next?
Black Wrestler of the Week.
You got Tony Brown.
I'm gonna go JTG. I'm gonna go JTG. JTG had the joint with Shane Taylor announced. They're wrestling at the end of the day before the Rumble, actually, so the 28th.
Is that in St. Louis?
That is no. St. Louis shit is next month. I think that one is in Texas. I'm not. Yeah, it's in Dallas. Matter of fact, shout out to Keeks.
Shouts to Keeks.
Who?
Yeah.
Wow.
Shane Taylor and JTG. That's for the title. So.
Jesus.
God dang right.
I like it.
Black Wrestler of the Week, Jade Cargill. I like that Jade Cargill. I like it. You said what? Tony Brown, is you going to destroy the AEW mixtape and reissue your 80s vinyl singles?
Hey, listen,
hell yeah.
Hey, listen, in a couple of weeks, the Black Rasslin EP drops. The first single, Pull Up on a Player by Tony Brown, is dropping soon.
Pushing P.
Pull up on a player when you see me in the car. You know that I'm a superstar. I love the ladies. I love the gals. I do the thing and I do the bow. I don't know, boy. I don't know a long time, but you remember.
He recorded it. You know what I mean? He just recorded it, so you know he ain't committed it all that.
Right.
There is a math remake of Grab Them Cakes coming out.
The Gold Gloves remix.
Grab Them Cakes.
Well, I started this dance in my neighborhood. Now everybody's doing it because it feels so good.
Get the fuck out of here.
I got AJ Gray.
AJ
Gray?
Yeah, that promo.
GRABTHEMCAKES. Oh.
This nigga know the words to Grab Them Cakes, boy. Who has committed that to memory? Are you a part of the Ritter family?
I mean, hey, I wrote the goddamn.
Yo, no. Tony Brown and Orange Juice Jones do have a song. It's called "I Saw You Walking in the Roman Reigns." You know what I'm saying?
Walking Roman Reigns.
I'm getting out of here. I'm out of here. Fuck y'all.
Oh, you alley cat coat wearing? Yeah, all that.
I gotta drink some dark liquor with Tony Brown. God dang it.
Oh boy, gonna be a hell of a time, Jack.
Dang right.
Call up some old school ring rats. I'm sorry. Oh no, you can't do that sort of thing. I'm sorry. Big Mike, do you have a black wrestler of the week? Usually, I don't know if you know. Every week, we like to pick.
Yeah.
Do you have a black wrestler?
Yeah, Big E.
Of course. I like that. I like that. Shit. I'm gonna have to give my black wrestler of the week to Powerhouse Hobbs. Not because of anything, but the fact that there was a spot
where he was on the ring, he was on the ropes, and Dante Martin ran the ropes and hit him, and the way Powerhouse Hobbs fell on his head on the ring apron, I was surprised that he was able to continue with the match. He's Tankman. That's the Tank.
Like cat like reflexes.
It would not that it's insane. That's a freak athlete. But I don't be tweeting. Stay off the Twitter, my brother. Like you can you and Ricky Starks go chill and go get some shirts, some chains, some shoes. Don't be on delete the Twitter is all I'm saying. We do need Gold Gloves 2.0 math.
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Give me the acapella. I'll get somebody to do a dubstep remix. I'm saying, like,
hey yo, shout out to Keeks, man, on that event that Cubs was talking about. They're gonna have Keeks doing commentary down there. You know what I mean? I don't know what she liable to say.
So
you know what I'm saying?
She gonna be mad if they call her Keeks. I know that much. Don't call her
that's
Keeks.
what she go by. Keeks from Texas.
She go by that because that's what everybody start calling her because of us.
Hey yo, fun side Keeks is wild.
Fun side Keeks is crazy. Keeks Twitter is crazy. Shouts out. Never mind. I don't know if I'm supposed to shout out the Twitter. Before we get out of here, speaking of shouting out Twitters, please let the live chat, let everybody know where they can find y'all on the social medias. Brother Fam Zeno.
IllFam790 social media choice, but more importantly, every single weekend on the at Where's Buffy podcast, where'sbuffy.com, where'sbuffy.com.
Right now.
At Mav Damon, you can find me and Tony Brown taking down a couple clowns.
Razzmatazz.
You damn right. Goddamn right.
Funky clown.
Downtown. Taking all the ring rats to Pound Town.
Hey.
That's right.
There you go into my upper left.
On Twitter at Davis, aka Drip, where I'm the BRP predictions champion. Instagram Davis Home DC, stat guy for BRP. After this Sunday, I'll still be your predictions champion.
Man, the best part of you being champion is Big Mike come back on the show.
That's all. That's all.
Downtown, where can people find you?
On Twitter, it's Downtown Baby. That's do the little thing at it's Downtown.
They don't
Baby.
want to fucking follow you, Tony Brown.
And then what did you say?
All right. I'm gonna say this. You might want to follow Downtown Tony Brown because maybe on the maybe the first Patreon should be Downtown talking about Sean Stasiak. We're not gonna get into that conversation right now, though.
Oh shit. Look, okay, Twitter is Downtown Baby. Also on Instagram, all the classic promos that you love. Also, it's Downtown Baby. And also on YouTube, look up the legendary Downtown Tony Brown. All kind of promos, classic promos that you love from the 1980s, baby. That's right, cocaine era. Listen, that's all I got to say for now. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. Drip.
Talk about it, Keith.
You interrupted me. You a rude boy. You a rude, disrespectful little young fella. But I'm gonna tell you, boy, it's gonna be a time where there's nowhere to run and it won't be nowhere to hide. Okay?
Nowhere to run to, baby.
Steel cage, Jack. And believe you me, it won't be the first time I done been behind a steel gate before. But it might be your first and last time. You understand me? Downtown coming to get you.
Cocaine Era might be the name of the episode.
That's all I got to say about that. That's all I got. Respect to you, Big Mike. Respect to you, Black Irish man.
Big Mike, I don't know if you want to drop your social medias.
Black Irish man should be the name of that.
That's his handle. That's his Twitter.
If you don't get Big Mike Black Irish Main on IG right now.
No, I'm not on any of the social medias, but I will be at UPS on Monday morning.
No.
That's good. I like that. I like that. I'm at Cal on Twitter, at Black Rasslin on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. BlackRasslin.com is the website, but as always, you can find the Black Rasslin podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Google, wherever you get your podcast, we're there. But the most important place, youtube.com/Black Rassler. Shouts out to anybody in the chat who've been watching for the last, 2.5 hours of us spewing some of this pro wrestling knowledge and bullshit. Shit, Drip might not be champion next week. Fan might have the belt.
Go back, cuz.
Go back, cuz might be the name of the episode.
Tony Brown.
Tony Brown will be
You don't follow motherfuckers back.
Do you follow Keeks?
I told y'all he's an asshole.
Okay. Hold on. Oh, we gonna regulate that. I'm sorry, baby.
I didn't say that.
I'm so sorry, baby.
You gotta find.
Follow you back.
You got to find the Dastardly Duo. If the Dastardly Duo's following you, it might be a number afterwards. Follow them.
Oh, you got. Oh yeah, baby. Listen at me, baby, and I'm gonna follow you back. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Follow me.
Follow yeah.
Follow me.
What the fuck?
I'm hoping.
We gotta get the fuck at this point. It's
stop fighting.
Ding.
Big Mike, Tony Brown, fam, Matt, the whole. This is really. Shouts out to house music. Shouts out to black people. Shouts out to the Black Irish. We're gonna catch y'all.
We can be free.
Like me or not, I didn't